Dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhafels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
Every rally.
Bouncing off the block, Wisconsin gets that rally.
Every block.
Denied at the net by Horner and Andrew. A blocky block.
Every kill.
Back to Grace in the middle, and she'll climb the ladder and thunder one to the back row.
This is Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Presented by Steinhafels and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Sunday morning volleyball on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Good morning. In the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison, my name is Jesse Nelson. Not too distantly removed from Friday night's tussle with number 1 Nebraska at the Fieldhouse, the Cornhuskers come to Madison and hand Wisconsin a 3-set sweep. Badgers with a chance to get right this morning out in Columbus, Ohio, taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes. Wisconsin 15-4 on the season, 8-3 in Big Ten Conference play. Ohio State has dropped 11 in a row. They are the only team yet to win a conference match this season. 0-11 in Big Ten play, just 3-16 overall. 11th ranked Wisconsin and Ohio State on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network and live streaming announcer cam on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. For more on today's match out in Columbus, we bring in the man calling it, John Arias. John, good morning. How's brunch and volleyball with the Badgers in Columbus?
Brunch with the Badgers. Things are good. I like the Covelli Center here where the Buckeyes play. It's a nice small arena, but they really can fill the place up. Great view from the broadcast spot. Ready for volleyball.
So it's not day 2 of a back-to-back, but it's about the next closest thing. Playing a late match on Friday night that started at 8 o'clock Central Time and then an 11 o'clock a.m. Central Time start here today. It's noon where you are in Eastern Time in Columbus. But how do the Badgers handle the quick turnaround here, hopping on a plane, going to Columbus and playing this morning?
It is really funny, and it's not just that, Jesse, but Kelly Sheffield will tell you too. It's 3 matches in 6 days because then after they get back here after this one, they turn around and play Wednesday. Quick couple of days before your next top 25 opponent in Minnesota. So it's funny, too, how the schedule works where you go number 1 in the nation in the conference Friday night, 8 p.m., and then the last place team in the conference. I mean, obviously you can't plan it like that at the start of the season, but it's a bounce-back game for the Badgers, hopefully, as Wisconsin, Kelly Sheffield, I'll talk about this a little bit later on in the pre-match show, but just talks about, when you have a match like this, it's important to not just do the minimum amount of work needed to get by today. His message to the team was really like, don't do the minimum and just get by. We have to take what we learned Friday, learn, and come out and do what we're supposed to do against a team like Ohio State.
What's the vibe been around the team since falling on Friday night to Nebraska in 3?
Well, I mean, obviously I don't think anyone likes to lose, but I think they're really taking it as a learning experience like they have a lot of their other losses. And you'll hear from Associate Head Coach Brittany Dildine in this pre-match show, and she talks a lot about how losing can be exciting in a different way. Obviously, like I said, you don't like to lose, but I think there is, despite the negativity of losing, and especially kind of the way they did in the second and especially the third set on Friday night, that there is a positive and there is that something to strive for, and I'll let Brittany explain it more coming up on the pre-match show.
Can't wait to hear it. Can't wait to hear you on the call with Jess coming up about 30 minutes from right now. Looking forward to it, John.
Thanks, Jesse.
John Arias, Jess Williams will have the call of this afternoon's match. 11th ranked Wisconsin and Ohio State in Columbus as we get set for some Sunday afternoon volleyball, really some Sunday morning volleyball here Central Time on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. One programming note, if you are tuning in, hoping to hear Green Bay Game Day live from Green Bay as we get you set for the Packers and the Panthers with a noon kickoff up in Titletown. That continues on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel as well as the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube channel as well. You can also stream that pregame show on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Coming up next, as you heard John say, we will hear from Associate Head Coach Brittany Dildine as we count down to first serve for 11th-ranked Wisconsin and Ohio State. That comes your way next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 11/30/2025.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
ESPN Madison is your home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Underneath it, bump set, left side, powers it down. What a rally, and Wisconsin comes out on top.
From early season showdowns to a run for the national title, hear every match this season on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Blocked by Bucky.
Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on ESPN Madison is presented by Steinhoffels and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also brought to you by Gordon Flesh Company and Goodman's Jewelers.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 roster is here, and your Love Madison team is stacked. Setter of the Year Lauren Carlini returns to the court, and she's joined by world-class talent from across the globe. The game is growing, the momentum is building, and Madison is right in the heart of it. Don't miss a single moment. 2026 season memberships are on sale now at lovb.com with the full season schedule coming soon. That's lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers.
11th ranked Wisconsin, Ohio State on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. First serve coming up a little less than 25 minutes from right now. Bit of a homecoming for Ohio State transfer Grace Egan for the Wisconsin Badgers. Last season, 200 kills, 160 digs with the Buckeyes. Transferred to Wisconsin in the offseason, and she tops the Ace Tracker, brought to you by Steinhoffels. Relax, it's Steinhoffels. Grace Egan and Una Vajic, each with 14 aces this season to lead the Badgers. Mimi Collier and Natalie Wardlow with 13, just one behind both Una and Grace. And Natalie Wardlow, 4 aces on Friday night against Nebraska, one of the glimmering bright spots for the Badgers in that 3-set sweep loss to the number 1 ranked Cornhuskers. Natalie Wardlow, an outstanding night behind the service line. Overall, 91 aces for the Badgers this season. Let's check the Steinhoffels Ace Tracker. Relax, it's Steinhoffels. We now go back to Columbus, where John Arias had a chance to catch up a little bit earlier today with Badgers Associate Head Coach Brittany Dildine.
I want to start with Friday night. What do you think the team took away from that loss against Nebraska?
Well, honestly, I do know that answer, by now. We've had some time to kind of discuss it, and from, film sessions with the players and kind of discussions of what they actually took from it, I'm going to summarize that losing can be exciting in a sense of we certainly, I think, are closer than what we thought going into that match. We have a lot of inexperienced players, right, that where they believe that they can win, now they know they can win. Right. There's one thing that is belief, and there's another thing where there's certain things on video that you can see it. And we didn't do it consistent enough. We didn't do it aggressively enough. Right. Mimi was trying to place, for example, on the court with her attacking. I think she's finding out by the third set that Mimi offensively is right there and should not try to avoid any block or any defender on that side of the floor. Right. Because she's hitting really aggressive and high. I mean, those last 3 or 4 kills that she had, it was really powerful. It was above them. It was in different places along the court, extreme angles and shots. And once you kind of get into that, you kind of learned, all right, that's the bar. And then you see, we can get to that, right? And there's aspects of the game that we just really haven't been able to fine-tune yet, and it's really the greatest gap is our transition game. Our transition game in the Nebraska loss and in the USC loss, that's our biggest gap. And so how do we convert off of the digs that we're having at a higher clip than what our opponents are doing that also play good defense? But they are putting the ball away, and we need to figure out a way to put a ball away in the transition game. And when you're switching setters at the time that we did, you can't just run the team into the ground with a bunch of transition drills. And so we're progressively getting better little by little in different aspects of the game. And, we've got a month. Until that tournament time right now. And so we feel like there's a plan coming out of that.
Now, you just faced the best team in the conference. Now you get to face the last place team in the conference. What's that dynamic going to be like?
I think regardless of their record, overall, Ohio State has a few players coming in and out throughout a match. And so when you've got kind of a revolving door of lineups and you've got mixing rotations of what rotations they're going to start in, the only decision that you have in that moment is to play the best volleyball you can as a team. Because you can't really necessarily block scheme. You can't have an offensive scheme when they're constantly changing things, and that's probably a good part on Ohio State. They need that in their favor, right? So how you beat an Ohio State is you play the best volleyball that you can your way. And so fortunately, the focus is on us. That probably would have been the conversation no matter who we played coming into, this Sunday's match, but it works out that our opponent actually does fit that narrative as well.
Thanks, Britt.
Thank you.
Associate head coach Brittany Dildine with John Audius in Columbus as we count down to first serve for the Badgers and the Buckeyes here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. I'm Jesse Nelson in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. Our pre-match trivia question today, of course, Ohio State is a football school, winners of the College Football Playoff National Championship last year. How many schools had teams reach both the College Football Playoff and the NCAA Women's Volleyball Tournament in 2024? 64 teams in the volleyball tournament field, 12 teams in the College Football Playoff field. How many reached both? We'll answer that in 2 minutes on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hey, it's Jim Rutledge, and we're hitting the road. Join me, Matt, and Molly live at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison Friday, November 7th. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison has already paid out over $101 million in jackpots this year. That's more than 43,000 winners. And just last month, nearly $10.7 million in winnings. So come hang out, play a few games, grab a Coors Light, and get ready for a huge weekend of football. We'll see you Friday, November 7th from 4 until 6 at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, your place to play.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality selection and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Love Madison.
Fans of Wilde and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon on ESPN Wisconsin. Very confused right now, like me. No, it's not the 11 o'clock hour. It is the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network as we count down to first serve for 11th-ranked Wisconsin at Ohio State on this Sunday morning in Columbus. I'm Jesse Nelson in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. Our pre-match trivia question today. Ohio State, of course, the reigning national champions for the first time ever, the 12-team college football playoff field last year. How many schools had teams reach both the college football playoff and the NCAA women's volleyball tournament in 2024? It's more than you might think. 6. Half the field of the football, college football playoff field had schools who also reached the NCAA women's volleyball tournament last year. 2 Big Ten teams, not Ohio State. Penn State and Oregon both had teams who not only reached the college football playoff and the NCAA volleyball tournament, but both of those teams actually reached the regional round of the NCAA volleyball tournament and the quarterfinal round of the college football playoff. Penn State, of course, went on to the semifinals. The other 4 teams, Texas, Tennessee, SMU, and Arizona State. Those are the 6 schools who reached both the college football playoff and the NCAA women's volleyball tournament in 2024. Someday, Wisconsin will be on that list, but this year will not be that year. 11th ranked Wisconsin and Ohio State coming up in Columbus. Let's go back to a conversation that took place a few weeks back. John Arias had a chance to catch up with Ohio State head coach Jen Flynn Oldenburg.
What do you like most about your setter, Mia Tumen?
Her competitive fire. I think the leadership she brings, but also the emotion and passion she plays with is a big benefit for us.
Do you see yourself in her a little bit as a player?
Everybody asks me that, but probably.
Yeah.
I think that's why I was drawn to her. I mean, I've known her for a long time, but I think the fire that a setter can bring is a big asset to any program.
College sports is different than it used to be back when you played as well, transfer portal, etc. How do you approach roster turnover and then just all the different names and the new places? And I mean, you're the beneficiary of that as well.
Yeah, I think it's the new norm. And so, you could be mad about it, you could be excited about it, whatever that is. It's just a matter of figuring out what your team needs and what your program needs and how do you move forward in that landscape. I think that's something we had to do out of necessity, unfortunately, this year, but it also gives us an opportunity to have some new faces that are excited to be here.
Final question for you. What do you like most about being a coach?
Wow. The light bulb moments.
Yeah.
So when you're teaching, I'm a big teacher. I like teaching the game, and some technique stuff are just aha moments, and regardless if they're 10 years old learning how to serve or overhand, or it's that moment where we've been working on something, tool in the block, or a certain setter dump with Mia, like when they do it and it happens, like that light bulb moment in their eyes, like that's the why.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Ohio State head coach Jen Flynn Oldenburg catching up with John Arias. The Ohio State Buckeyes 3-16 this season. Their 3 wins, all in non-conference play against Miami, Ohio, the Ohio Bobcats, and Troy. That last win against Troy coming on September 21st. Talk about a weekend of streaks. First, you get Nebraska, who hasn't lost a set since September 16th on Friday night. And now Ohio State hasn't won a match since September 21st. They've lost 11 straight, all since the start of Big Ten play. I mentioned earlier, Ohio State, the only team in Big Ten conference play that has yet to win a game in the conference. They did just lose on Friday night against the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And you talk about Mia Tumen, who we just heard Coach Jen Flynn Oldenburg refer to there. She is definitely the star player for Ohio State, earned her 2,600th career assist on Friday night. And the Buckeyes lost to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. 11th ranked Wisconsin and Ohio State coming your way here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. When we come back, we will hear from head coach Kelly Sheffield. A reminder, though, our next home match is coming up on Wednesday night at the Fieldhouse, November 5th. Join Wisconsin Volleyball for Yes Chef Night. On Wednesday night at the Fieldhouse, the first 4,500 fans receive their very own chef hats celebrating head coach Kelly Sheffield. That's fun. Yes, Chef Night, Wednesday, November 5th, as Wisconsin hosts Minnesota at the Fieldhouse. Going to be a matchup between 2 ranked teams. Good one on Wednesday night on Yes, Chef Night at the Fieldhouse. Kelly Sheffield coming up next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
Timeout on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30/2025.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
11th ranked Wisconsin and Ohio State coming your way on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Wisconsin leads the all-time series 46-39 against Ohio State. The Badgers 21-18 all-time in Columbus, looking to pad another victory to that total against the Buckeyes, who are winless in Big Ten Conference play. Just after 11 a.m. first serve coming up here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. A reminder, you can catch the Kelly Sheffield Show every week. Head coach Kelly Sheffield sits down with John Arias for an in-depth conversation about all things Wisconsin volleyball, including answering questions from fans. The Kelly Sheffield Show, weekly on ESPN Madison, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. We go back to Columbus, where the head coach had a chance to catch up with John earlier this morning.
So against Nebraska, your serving was pretty elite. They passed poorly. How did they overcome that? Because I know you talked about in the post-match press conference just how poorly Nebraska did pass.
Yeah, I think we did what we were hoping to be able to do behind the service line. We didn't defend around that as well as what we needed to, and I thought they did a great job of hitting with range and working different areas of the court.
Natalie Wardlow came in there, was a real great spark plug, great server. What made her extra good on Friday night?
That's a great question. She was getting into space. There's a lot of times she'll get it on a person, but if you can get that serve into space between people and it gets on you so fast, and I think that was kind of a key, and she was getting them in.
What do you think you can pull away from this match that can make the team better going forward? The Nebraska match on Friday.
And John, you're making me spend a lot of time in the past here. We're trying.
I know, we'll get to the future.
All right, it's we've got to continue to get better. We've got to get healthier. We've got to get better. I'm not sure we were as good at a system as what we needed to be. They beat us in transition. Clearly, I think that was a big part of their transition game. Was just a lot better than ours was that night.
Talking with Wisconsin head coach Kelly Sheffield, let's move forward to Sunday here today against Ohio State, 0-11 in the conference. But that doesn't really matter to you, right?
No, I think if you get caught up in teams' records, that's for the fans, right? It's not for the it's not for the team. It's always about we've got to. because human nature, I was telling our team this today, human nature is to try to see what a situation is and what is the minimum amount of effort to go into getting the result that you want. Well, that just opens yourself up to not getting the results that you want as consistently as what you want, especially when you're in sports. And so it's always about us, no matter if you're playing Nebraska, no matter if you're playing Ohio State or whoever it is. It's, how do you prepare yourself to get ready to play at the best that you're capable of playing that day. And so that's always the challenge.
Buckeyes have won 3 matches total this season. Like I mentioned, they haven't won in the Big Ten Conference. What stands out the most to you about them, either offensively or defensively?
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of going through a rougher spot right now. And, I think a lot of programs can get into that place. It can get away from you in a hurry. Specifically what is going on, I wouldn't even want to comment on that. But, they've got a lot of young people, and they're moving things around. And it seems like they're trying to figure out what direction they're wanting to go. With some different attackers, and they're changing quite a bit, which is fine for them. It presents a little challenge when you're going up against and you're trying to prepare. But again, it kind of always comes back to ourselves, right? And so. Being ready to handle the ball. We're going to hope to get the middle third involved in the court, front row and back row, and see how much we can expand, getting our range of being able to get the ball, feed our middles. And so that's going to be a big focus today.
Best of luck.
Thanks, John.
Head coach Kelly Sheffield with John Arias as we get set for 11th-ranked Wisconsin and Ohio State in Columbus. Spent a little more time than Coach Sheffield may have wanted looking back on the Nebraska match on Friday night. I'll do so one more time. Blocks are brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Block out the cold air this fall and winter with Pella. Visit PellaWI.com today. Take advantage of 0% interest for 60 months. 167 total blocks this year for the Badgers as a team, and it is 2 players very clearly topping the leaderboard. Carter Booth leads all players with 80 for the Badgers. Allie Andrew with 79. Just 1 block back of Carter Booth, who, by the way, this is why I wanted to look back on Friday night. Carter Booth blanked at the net on Friday night against number 1 Nebraska. Did not record a block in that entire match. Allie had 3, so that's why she was able to pull within 1 atop the leaderboard. Blocks this year brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10 for illegal ID on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
This is Monte Ball.
Monte steps to the right, dashes, reaches, touchdown!
You listen to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
A chance to get right for 11th-ranked Wisconsin in Columbus. The Badgers and the Buckeyes coming your way next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
I'm John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. We've been at the heart of many magical moments, from engagements to weddings to sweet 16s. It warms my heart to be a part of these moments for 40 years with people I consider family. With the highest standards and an eye for classic beauty, enjoy a warm boutique setting at Goodman's Jewelers, where integrity shines in every gem. At 220 State Street, Goodman's Jewelers, the Diamond Store, Madison, since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 roster is here, and your Love Madison team is stacked. Setter of the Year, Lauren Carlini, returns to the court, and she's joined by world-class talent from across the globe. The game is growing, the momentum is building, and Madison is right in the heart of it. Don't miss a single moment. 2026 season memberships are on sale now at lovb.com, with the full season schedule coming soon. That's lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league.
At Smith Roofing and Exteriors, we're proud to be Southern Wisconsin's locally owned and operated roofing experts. We deliver top-quality roofing, siding, and gutter services with a true commitment to craftsmanship and customer satisfaction. Licensed, insured, and focused on clear communication, we build exterior solutions made for Wisconsin's toughest weather. Visit SmithRoofingExteriors.com today for your free estimate and experience the difference local expertise makes.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by the Gordon Flesh Company.
And welcome back to Columbus, Ohio. John Arias with you here at the Covelli Center, where 11th-ranked Wisconsin will face the Ohio State Buckeyes, a team that comes in 0-11 in Big Ten play. They've won just 3 times overall. Wisconsin 8-3 in Big Ten play. And we'll see how the Badgers bounce back after a matchup on Friday night in which they got swept by top-ranked and still unbeaten Nebraska. And that's kind of what this match is all about, is how do they respond from going and facing the best team in the conference to facing the worst team in the conference. And, that's something that Kelly Sheffield talked to the team about. You heard it in the pre-match interview just a few moments ago that, it's human nature to kind of just do the minimum amount of effort sometimes in things in life, and you don't get the results you want when you do things like that. So when you face a team like Ohio State, part of his message to the team and something to watch is just the response that they have against a last-place Big Ten team. Do they put in just the minimum amount of effort to get out of Columbus with a win, or do they continue to play to a higher standard? So we'll keep an eye on that, and I think that'll be reflected in the final numbers. But we'll see if Mimi Collier continues to produce like she has all season long. Just one match this season, Collier hasn't contributed 10 or more kills. And then just the progression as well of freshman setter Addie Horner, who will be making start number 8 today in place of Charlie Furbringer. So how do the Badgers bounce back against the worst team in the Big Ten after facing the best team in the country? We'll find out. Starting lineups and the opening serve is coming up next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
The host might be irrelevant, but the conversations aren't.
I think Matt LaFleur and both Jordan Love are good. I don't know if they're the guys that are going to be the ones that win you a Super Bowl.
Mr. Irrelevant with Alex Strofe.
Does he have the it? The quarterback who says, we're not losing this game because I'm going to make sure of it?
Live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also available on the ESPN Wisconsin app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30/2025.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
The first set of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Northwestern Mutual of Southern Wisconsin. A better way to money starts here.
At the Covelli Center in Columbus, Ohio, John Arias and Jess Williams with you. It's time for Big Ten volleyball brunch with the Badgers, Wisconsin and Ohio State. Let's take a look at the starting lineups first for Wisconsin and head coach Kelly Sheffield. 8-3 in the Big Ten, 15-4 overall. Here is the Badgers starting lineup.
Number 32, Grace Egan, outside. Follow me on grace.egan7.
Number 7, Kristen Simon, libero from Louisville, Kentucky. And my favorite TV show is The Vampire Diaries.
Number 17, Alicia Andrew, middle blocker from Ridgefield, Washington, roll badge.
Number 2, Addie Horner, setter from Wheaton, Illinois. Number 52, Carter Booth, middle blocker, Denver, Colorado. Hi, Mom.
Number 15, Mimi Collier, outside hitter from Lincoln, California.
Number 1, Una Vajagic, outside hitter from Novi Sad, Serbia. Ciao, mama I tata.
Starting lineup for Kelly Sheffield's Wisconsin Badgers taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes under sixth-year coach Jen Flynn Oldenburg. The Buckeyes 3-16 overall this season. Lineup looks like this. Ashley Carr's in the middle, 6-foot redshirt senior. Mia Tumans, a 6-foot junior setter. Mina Gunesh is a 6-foot outside and a freshman. DS 5'4" freshman Mia Staller gets the start. Reese Webker, 5'9" sophomore DS. Kaya Castle is a middle blocker, 6'4" and a redshirt freshman. And the libero is a sophomore, 5'8", Olivia Hasbrook, 3.3 digs per set this season for her. All right, it's the Badgers and the Buckeyes. Jess, what are your thoughts here before first serve from Columbus?
I think this match is just kind of a way to see where our team is at right now and how they deal with this team. We'll say a lot about the culture and how we handle adversity.
Opening serve is picked up by Simon, up front to Horner on a great pass, and then down to the back row, it's Mimi Collier collecting the kill for Wisconsin. So there is Collier making it a 1-0 start for the Badgers. Collier, 5.2 kills per set this season. She leads the Badgers in that category. Here's Ohio State. From the left side, a tip up and over the block is dug by the Badgers. Simon High bumps that over to Collier again, and Collier bounces one to the left back in front of Hasbrook, the libero, and Wisconsin now leads it by a score of 2-0.
That was a good start by Addie. Good serve to get the Buckeyes out of system. They didn't really have a lot to do with that. That was an easy transition kill for us.
Here's Addie Horner zipping one in at Hasbrook. Pass goes back over to the Badgers. Now Horner will set to the middle quickly for Carter Booth, and it's dug back row by the Buckeyes. A tip in the middle is dug by Wisconsin. Now Collier takes a swing down the line, and she's got another kill. So Mimi Collier has 3 kills on 3 swings, and it's 3-0 Wisconsin.
Love how aggressive Addie is being from the service line. Again, an overpass off of that one, a 1-point one-point pass off the first one. This is good way to start out the match.
Serve by Horner goes long.
And then we get a service there. No, but I like how aggressive she's being. I like how that ball is barely skimming the top of the tape. It's really putting Ohio State out of system.
3-1 start for the Badgers here in the first set. And now Ohio State's Mina Gunesh will go back to serve. She has 11 service aces this season for the Buckeyes. Here's the serve, back row at Egan. Now it's picked up by Horner. Left side, Egan gets shut down. The former Buckeye playing against her former team. And now it is a block for Ohio State, 3-2 Wisconsin.
Yep, and I could almost guarantee that their game plan is going to try to put as many balls on Egan as possible, whether it's serving, defense. They know it's a return home match for her, so might be trying to play into that a little bit.
Here's Gunesh serving at Egan. High pass. Horner waits in the pocket. Back sets to the right side. And there is Mimi Collier attacking from the right pin and getting the kill for the UW. And Collier's off to a really fast start here in the first.
Yeah. We like that. So one thing I'm noticing right away, we've switched our outside. So Mimi is now in the O1 position. So she's serving after Addie.
Hasbrook's pass off to the left. Tuman with a bump set to the left side, and converting is Webker. Webker on the outside, making it a 4-3 score. Ohio State trails by 3.
So what we're looking at right now, so it used to be Una followed Addie on the serve, so now Mimi is following Addie on the serve. So we've switched our outsides for this match.
Serve goes out of bounds by Webker. So just switching things up a little bit?
Switching things up, yeah. When you've got Mimi's in this 0-1 position, so she's in the front row with Addie twice. Una is only in the front row with Addie once, so it's just a little bit different matchup here.
Simon, some pace behind that serve. A good pass to Tumen up front. A middle attack, that was by Castle. Badgers keep it alive. Overdig. Castle pushes it down, but the Badgers pop it right back up. From the left side, Vigeach, power tip, and it's dug by OSU. Then there's Castle in the middle, hanging in one. Tipping it over. Badgers pick it up. Back to Wisconsin on an overdig, and there's Allie Andrew crushing it down.
Yeah, like the scrappy defense. A lot of just kind of junk coming over the net to our defenders, and we're able to handle that transition out of it and kill it with an overdig. That's nice.
Yeah. Allie Andrew, 420 attack percentage this season. Simon's serve finds Hasbrook. They're on the slide to Castle. Ohio State does. Dug middle back by Wisconsin. Andrew tries to tip it over to the right sideline. Kept alive, and now a free ball to Wisconsin. Egan first touch, Horner, quick set, and there is Andrew trying to just throw it straight down, but she doesn't clear the net, so it's a point to the Buckeyes, and Ohio State trails by 2.
Well, and that, I like how Allie passed that ball, and then Addie's giving the ball right back to her. It was just a tip into the net instead of over.
Simon serve receive. Horner from the 10-foot line sets up the back row attack for Mimi Collier, who converts for another one. Collier now 5 for 5, and it's 7-4 Wisconsin first set.
So with Mimi in the 0-2 spot, she's in the back row twice when Addie's in the front row, so that gives her more back row attack opportunity when she's in the 0-2 spot. But now she's in the 0-1, so we still get to see opportunity, just not as many.
On the run, Tumen with the bump set that goes off of the net and then goes to her attacker who hits it out long. That was Carr, the middle blocker. Tumen just trying to get something out of that pass, and it's now 8-4, point Wisconsin. So Grace Egan, the former Ohio State Buckeye, redshirt sophomore now playing in Madison, serving deep toward the end line. A great pass up front by Hasbrook, and the finish by Carr. Give credit to Hasbrook, the libero for Ohio State, putting that on target to the setter. And Wisconsin now leads it 8-5. Here comes the serve. Horner runs it to the right side. That's Allie Andrew getting it off the right back, off of Tumen.
I like how much Addie is pushing middle right now. She's been looking for opportunities to find Carter, to find Allie in the front row. Like to see that continue now that Addie's in the front row.
Una Vigeach, 14 aces for the Badgers, serving from the right back. Sails one to the middle back. High pass finds Tumen. Quick set in the middle to Carr, denied by the Badgers defense. Now Ohio State tries the left side. That's Hannah Jones with the poke up and over. Diving dig by Simon. Left side, down the line. It's Mimi Collier. Collier gets another one, and the Badgers are doubling up the Buckeyes by a score of 10-5.
I like that. Like how fast that is. We're transitioning really well right now. There's a great dig by Simon. One arm sprawling as far as she can out to get that up. That was great.
This one put in play, back row by Vigeach, now near the net. Jones tries to tip it, denied by the Badgers, and then Jones just kind of hit it 2 times as it came right back at her.
Yeah, she's trying to dig that ball. The ball goes into the net and back at her, so definitely a double contact there.
11-5, Wisconsin, a 6-point lead. It's a timeout by Ohio State here in the opening set at the Covelli Center in Columbus. Wisconsin 11, Ohio State 5 on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesh Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
John Arias and Jess Williams with you from the Covelli Center. It's an 11-5 Wisconsin lead here in the first set. 8 kills, 14 swings, Jess, for the Badgers. 2 hitting errors. That's a .429 attack percentage.
Not bad. Not a bad start. Like to see that continue. And I'd like to see Grace Egan get involved a little more here.
Vajagic puts it in play. Out of system, Ohio State. Jones from the left side sends one deep and out of bounds.
It's good. Putting a lot of pressure on the Buckeye passers with our serve. Una's going back and just end line attacking. They really don't have any options beside the high ball to the outside, which we're able to handle.
Vajagic, short serve 10-foot line. Tuman grabs the pass, sets to the left pin. That's Jones. Tip over the block. Now Horner, setter dump good as it ricochets off the block, and it's 13-5.
Like that, like a offensive setter right there, and that's an advantage of a 6'2" setter, being able to take that ball and throw it straight to the ground. It's awesome.
Vajagic, right hand across, picked up by the Buckeyes. It's tight. Tuman brings it back, and now a free ball to Wisconsin. Horner setting to the right side. That's Allie Andrew, and it's deep cross court, and Wisconsin gets the point.
Yeah, they have a back row setter right now. She was tight. She was trying to call our team over, but I think she was more in the net than anything. So, like that back row slide, or the back row, not even back row, alley slide.
Short serve by Vajagic. Left side, swing into the block. That was by Gunesh. Back to Ohio State. They'll try the right side. Jones with the tip. Tracking it down is Egan. Left side, there's Collier. Cross court and in to the left back. And a whistle stops play, but the Badgers get the point. And it's now a 15-5 score.
I like that scoop by Egan. She's really being aggressive in the back row. She's coming from the right back, scooping from the middle of the court, and doing a run-through move. That was awesome.
7 kills, 7 attempts from Wisconsin's Mimi Collier, and the serve by Vajagic just past the end line. It's a service error.
Like the little cushion that we've built here in Covelli, but those easy balls are kind of annoying. Easy points for the other team. Now
it's a 15-6 score in favor of the University of Wisconsin. Here comes the serve. It goes to Simon. Steers it up front to Horner. High set up. There's Collier. 8 for 8 for Mimi Collier in the opening set, and Wisconsin leads by 10.
The Buckeye block not really making any adjustments, but Mimi she's changing up her shot. So she's going down the line. She's doing her hard cross. She's sending it to middle back. They're not making adjustments, but Mimi's giving them different looks every time. So she's keeping them frustrated right now.
Natalie Wardlow had 4 aces against Nebraska on Friday night. Let's see if that hotness continues. There's a pass off to the right out of system. Right hand over by Gunesh. Badgers play it over to Collier. Tries to tip into the block, covered. Now again to Mimi, goes up and over the block cross court. Hasbrook has the dig. Now a free ball coming to Wisconsin via Webker. Badgers grab it. It's Horner running the slide to Booth. And there's Booth banging it off the block, and Carter Booth makes it 17-6 Wisconsin.
So this is the one rotation where Carter is in the front row with Addie. So I love how she's creating space. She's going for that slide. She's running it fast. Hi. But yeah, I like that. I like seeing Carter on that slide.
Here's Wardlow into the net. So Natalie Wardlow, how'd you see her serving on Friday?
I loved it. I love how aggressive she was. I think there's something, Nebraska passed up on her. They didn't, she's a Lincoln kid. So I think she came in with this vengeance and just unleashed. It was awesome. Awesome to watch.
Yeah, it was really fun to watch. Here is the serve, deep and out of bounds. That's a service error by the libero Olivia Hasbrook, and Wisconsin leads it 18-7. Largest lead of the opening set here for the Badgers is at 11, and now here is Addie Horner behind the line, making her 8th start at setter for the Badgers this season. Right side, Gunesh down the line, and it's out of bounds. And they've reversed the call. They're saying there's a touch. And Kelly Sheffield immediately says, let's take a look at that.
Yeah, and that was a kind of the close line judge did not call that. That was a call from the line judge on Ohio State side. And that was a pretty immediate reaction from Mimi and Carter, both saying no touch, no touch. So I think, there's no reason to lie about this and lose a challenge. So I tend to believe our blocker. And then Kristen didn't say anything. Sometimes goes off the defender. Kristen also said no touch. Oh yeah, no touch on that. Whoop.
Does it touch Simon on the left back?
I don't think so.
It's just right there on the left sideline. But even if it doesn't touch Simon, watch the ball.
I know.
The ball lands in. I'm pretty sure the ball lands in. So I think this is going to be Ohio State's point is my point. I think the ball landed in.
But if it, technically, yes.
Yeah, the ball was in is what he said.
Okay, so Kelly does not lose the challenge.
Because he challenged touch?
Yeah, because he challenged touch.
Okay.
But they reversed the call because the ball was actually in. So good challenge by Kelly, but bad challenge by Ohio State? I don't know.
18-8, that's the scoreboard right now in the first set. Here's Gunesh, left hand over at Egan on the left back. Pass a tad off to the right, to the middle, that's Booth. And it's dug by Gunesh in the back row. To the left, big takeoff for Webker, and she'll crush it. Webker strikes one off the Badgers block. Ohio State 9 now. Badgers up by 9 with 18.
So what I like about that play, so the Addie's setting that ball from the 10-foot line, and she finds Carter on that B, that wide, fast attack to the middle. So I like that. I like that aggressiveness.
High pass, spins up front from Egan to Horner. Off-speed shot from the right from Collier. Setter dump Tuman. Underneath it is Simon. Now to the middle, that is Booth, and a big dig by the Buckeyes in the back row. Webker, high hands, got it. From the left side, that's Reese Webker, 2.9 kills per set this season for the sophomore, and it's 18-10. Badgers still on top.
No, I like how Addie's almost forcing the middle right now. She's looking for opportunities to find both Carter and Allie. I like that. I like how it opens up our block and our other attackers.
Pass to Horner's a good one from Viagic. From the left side, it's going to fall.
Yep, and that's, again, ball's not a perfect pass. Addie's off the net, and she's looking for Carter. She's searching for Carter, and that time the set a little, I don't know if it was too tight or off, but she's able to power tip that down for a kill.
19-10, Wisconsin here. First set here is Mimi Collier to Hasbrook. Pass high into the air. Tuman sets up the back row attack. Gunesh out of bounds with her attack. Point to the Badgers. Ohio State, 5 kills, 4 hitting errors now. And it's 20-10, Badgers by 10 in the red zone. Ohio State's 0-11 in Big Ten play. They're 3-16 overall. Collier, short rainbow serve near the 10-foot line. Tuman tries to set. It was a little tight. Tipped over left-hand Webker. Pushed back by Booth. Picked up by Ohio State. Then Webker with one that sails way past the court, right toward the fans on the far side. And we've got a timeout. 21-10. This is an 11-point lead. It matches the largest lead today for Wisconsin. Timeout, Ohio State. Badgers 21, Buckeyes 10 on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 roster is here, and your Love Madison team is stacked. Setter of the Year Lauren Carlini returns to the court, and she's joined by world-class talent from across the globe. The game is growing, the momentum is building, and Madison is right in the heart of it. Don't miss a single moment. 2026 season memberships are on sale now at lovb.com with the full season schedule coming soon. That's lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league.
Welcome back to the Covelli Center in Columbus, Ohio. I'm John Arias, joined by Jess Williams. Badgers putting a beat down on the Buckeyes right now. It's 21-10 in the opening set. Wisconsin, great start here against Ohio State, hitting .480 as a team. Now here comes the pass to the Buckeyes. Middle attack by OSU is pushed over. Badgers pick it up right side. There's Grace Egan, cross court for the kill. And Egan collects her second kill of this match.
Like that. Like to see her get more and more attempts in the front row right now.
Now a 12-point Wisconsin advantage. Serve. Here's Tumen trying to set her dump, waiting for it at the net was Una Vajagic, who rejects that one. Right back.
Well, that's a great read by Una. We've got both the middle and the outside on the left side of the court, so that is Una's responsibility. The setter is her responsibility. She jumps, she blocks when the setter goes up. That was great.
Here's Collier. Serving deep and out of bounds. So a service error. And it'll be Buckeyes serve. 23-11 Wisconsin. Collier on serve receive up front to Horner, and it's blasted straight down by Booth. So they get Carter Booth, and Booth gets a kill.
I like that. I like Carter coming from the left side of the court, from the right side of the court, and she's able to cut that ball back. She's coming from the right, but she cuts it to the Ohio State's left. So that's a really hard move, and that's a really tough angle for them to dig, which is why it resulted in our kill.
And we get to see Jada Chernelia into serve for the Badgers. Ohio State with the swing by Jones. Dug back row by Wisconsin, then it's off the net and down. But we get to see Chernelia for the first time this season.
Love that. Good job, Jada Ray.
Chernelia comes out. 24-12, Wisconsin. It'll be Ohio State serving. Over past Collier, one-hand throwdown by Jones, kept alive by the Badgers. Left side, Vajagic going out of bounds. Was there touch? No. Trying high hands, and it goes long. 24-13.
Well, this is the part you want to close this out. You don't want to give them too much momentum going into the third or second set.
Serve across, Simon scoops it up. Horner on set point, gets it over to Andrew. Picked up back row by the Buckeyes. Tumen setting it up to Jones, left side. Stop by the Badgers defense, covered by Ohio State. Jones again pushes down the line, and it deflects off a couple of Badgers and down to the floor. All right, so Ohio State still fighting here late in the set. It's 24-14, another upcoming set point for the UW.
Did you say Iowa State?
Did I?
I think you did.
What did I for? Oh, I said Iowa State instead of Ohio State?
You did.
I'm the wrong conference. And there is Una Vajagic down off the Ohio State block for the kill, 25-14. Wisconsin dominates the opening set here against the Ohio State Buckeyes, and we'll move to the second set next with the Badgers up 1-0 on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Badgers volleyball insights straight from the man on the sidelines.
There'll be aspects of what we're doing offensively that our teams have not done before.
Tune into the Kelly Sheffield Show on ESPN Medicine, presented by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
The hardest ticket in town is for the volleyball match in the field house. I mean, that's really hard.
It's the Kelly Sheffield Show with Badgers volleyball head coach Kelly Sheffield and host John Arias on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your holiday or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Hello, I'm John Hayes, the owner of Goodman's Jewelers. It's been my pleasure to serve this community from this incredible store for over 4 decades. We stand upon high standards and classic traditions, pillars like honesty and integrity. Stop into Goodman's Jewelers, the longest-standing full-service jewelry store in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Smith Roofing.
Join Wisconsin Volleyball Wednesday, November 5th for Chef Night. Yes, Chef Night, where the first 4,500 fans received their very own chef hat, celebrating head coach Kelly Sheffield. Yes, Chef Night. That's Wednesday. Coming up at the Fieldhouse in Madison. 25-14, Wisconsin wins the opening set over Ohio State, and they did it in a dominating way. 467 the attack percentage with 17 kills, 3 errors off 30 attempts. Ohio State just above 100, 7 kills, 6 errors, and an .034 hitting percentage. And a great first set as well for Mimi Collier. Collier collecting 8 kills through the first set.
8 kills and no errors. So that was a kind of a textbook first set. Held them to under 100 hitting percentage. We're almost 500. I don't think you can ask for anything better. I think we controlled everything in that set, including the serve and the pass, which that's why you win a game 25-14.
It's already ridiculous enough that Collier's hitting 312 as a left side, and she's hitting 727 so far today.
Yeah, this is love seeing this from her. Love her. I don't know. This is a different look for her in the 0-1 position instead of 0-2. There's not much difference, and for the non-volleyball analytics out there, other than she's in the front row twice with the setter versus once. So looks like we're going back to that lineup. Mimi in the 0-1 position versus 0-2. So we'll see how this continues.
If you're wondering, I know we're super early and things change. Her career high, Collier, 667 attack percentage set in 2022. We'll see how it goes. And this one's an ace to start things off in the second for Natalie Wardlow, picking up where she left off on Friday.
And that, I don't know, you can't always tell this from like the TV angles, or you almost have to be sitting behind her to see how hard this angle is. She barely skims the tape. It is super hard to pass.
Wardlow sails one out of bounds. You know, as well as she did serve on Friday, she did have 3 service errors, just saying, but she was really dynamic behind the line.
Well, she definitely made Nebraska have to change some things. I mean, they pulled their bro out of the passing pattern while she was serving. Like that takes a lot.
Yeah, hard to do, right? Take
Very
the libero out.
Yep, absolutely.
So here comes OSU serving left to right. Here's Staller going at Vigic. Corner from the back row, high setup left side. That's Collier. Dog back row by the Buckeyes. Now Hasbrook delivers a deep free ball right at Una. Perfect to Horner. Left side tip by Mimi to the front row. Popped around and kept alive. A swing into the Badgers block. It's to Wisconsin. Back row. There's Simon setting it over. Ohio State attacks in the middle. Carr picked up by Simon. Left side trying to chop it down the line and blast it. It was Mimi Collier, and she goes wide, and I feel like a jinx because that's her first hitting error.
She's being aggressive, and she's going for high hands. The hands weren't there, and I think that ball was inches out on that right sideline. So that's a near miss in my book.
Here's the freshman Staller, scooped up, serve receive, Egan, tight pass, flipped over with the right hand to the left front by Addie Horner. What do you call that one over the right shoulder like that?
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo, yeah.
Peekaboo. Yeah, that was nice. She got there was no block up on her. That was a great read. The bro was coming in for the setter tip, and she went back. So that was a great read.
2 kills now for the setter, Horner. Here comes Ohio State. A bump over. Booth in the middle slaps at it. Back to Booth. And now a whistle, and it'll be Buckeyes' ball. Or it'll be Wisconsin's point, rather.
There we go. Thank you. All right.
What's the call there?
So they call the back row block. The setter is back row.
Gotcha.
And she went and hit. Her and Carter went for the same ball, and if that's the case in your back row, you can't do that. So they almost I thought they were going to call Carter under the net there, but I think she'd already made her mind up about the other play.
Horner fires a serve in to the back row. It's Staller, right side. Gunesh tools the Badgers block. Gunesh about 1.6 kills per set this season for Ohio State, and the Badgers and the Buckeyes are tied at 3.
Some good serving from Addie there, really keeping their passing off kilter, so that was nice.
Here's Hasbrook. Right hand, pounds it over to the right back at Simon. Perfect high pass left side. Grace Egan down the line, wallops one right off the defense of the right back there. Tooman.
And if you give her a little bit of line, she's going to take it. She's going to find it, and that's what she did in that opportunity. She read it and went for it.
Really productive night Friday Egan had against Nebraska with 9 kills, hitting .470. Left side attack, stopped by the Badgers defense. Carter Booth after that one from the swing of Webker, and it's down to the floor for a Badgers point.
That was a really nice swing.
Collier will be serving 5-3, Wisconsin's second set. Badgers won the opening set 25-14. Collier to the left back, pass to the left and down. That's an ace for Collier.
It's a nice ball, and she's going she's going our left back sideline to Ohio State's left back. It's a hard ball to bring back to the setter, so that was just a nice serve.
Ace number 14 this season for Collier. She goes back row. Tooman grabs the pass, climbing the ladder in the middle and getting the kill is Kaya Castle, the redshirt freshman. And it's now a 6-4 Wisconsin lead.
And that was kind of a front slide. Their middle came in off of 1 foot in front of the setter, kind of along the net. So kind of a trick play, if you will. But we still need to read that.
Horner, high setup left side for Vigich, rolls it over the block and it touches the floor. About 3 Buckeyes nearly collide in the middle back, and a tricky shot there by Vigich works.
Yeah, we like that. That's a kind of a no man's land, and when you can well place it like that, she got it right in the smack middle of the court. So we watched 3 or 4 of them just kind of collide there to try and get that ball.
Yeah, the entire back row of Ohio State all on the floor there, trying to grab that shot that falls to the floor for the redshirt sophomore, Una Vigich, who now has 2 kills. Una from Novi Sad, Serbia. Had a really off night against Nebraska offensively. Hopefully that returns back to normal here this afternoon. Simon with the serve that almost goes to the left for an ace, but it's pushed over. It was saved by Ohio State. Egan cleared for takeoff on the right side, and she will ricochet off the block for the kill. And now it's an 8-4 Wisconsin lead.
Well, I like that. Addie's going forward a little bit, so their middle follows Addie forward to go with Allie on the B, so it leaves Egan at the one-on-one on the right side. That was really nice.
Simon goes back row. Tooman, high setup, left side, high tip. Webker hits the pin.
Thank you.
9-4, now a 5-point lead for the Badgers.
And they immediately, there was I don't know, all five or six Badgers on the court were saying net or antenna. Come on.
Wisconsin has won the last 5 in a row in this series against the Buckeyes, trying to make it 6 straight. Tumen from the right back, setting Gunesh, who goes out of bounds. The back row attack unsuccessful from Ohio State, 10-4.
And they're trying to find her front row, back row. Back row attack has not been super effective for them. A lot of hitting errors on their side. Simon, right hand over. Tumen waits in the pocket, sets to the middle, high tip. Handled by Simon. Wisconsin, transition time for Mimi Collier from the middle back. And Collier pipes it down, 11-4. 11-4 Wisconsin, and a timeout by Ohio State. 5-0 scoring run from the Badgers. We've got 2 different scores. Yeah, 11-4 is the score. Timeout Ohio State. Badgers by 7 on a 5-zip run. Buckeyes need a break. Back after this on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 roster is here, and your Love Madison team is stacked. Setter of the Year, Lauren Carlini, returns to the court, and she's joined by world-class talent from across the globe. The game is growing, the momentum is building, and Madison is right in the heart of it. Don't miss a single moment. 2026 season memberships are on sale now at lovb.com, with the full season schedule coming soon. That's lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league.
I got these fresh.
John Arias and Jess Williams with you from the Covelli Center in Columbus, Ohio, where the Badgers lead 11-4 over Ohio State. A reminder, once again, it's Yes Chef Night on Wednesday against Minnesota. First 4,500 fans receiving the chef hat, celebrating head coach Kelly Sheffield. Then on Sunday, it's Stuff the Fieldhouse, benefiting the Goodman Community Center. Bring non-perishable food items to drop off at any gate to the Fieldhouse to help under-resourced folks in the Madison community celebrate Thanksgiving this year. That's Sunday against Indiana.
I don't think Kelly knows it's Yes Chef Night.
I told him about it. He needs a picture in one of those hats. I want to see one of those hats. Here comes OSU. New setter out there. Or at least the person who set. And there's the right side attack by Gauthier, who's also new in there. Camilla Gibson is the one who set her.
Yeah, Ohio State got an entirely new look out right now, just trying to get something going in this second set.
6-0 Badgers run. Here's Kristen Simon out of bounds. So there goes the run after the service error from Simon, but it lasted 6 straight.
Hannah Jones returns for Ohio State. Nevaeh Gauthier to serve.
So Gauthier will go back to serve now. She's a freshman from Shelby, Michigan. Now she's serving from the right back, tossed into the air, right hand over. Collier handles it, up front to Horner, middle from Andrew, dug back row. Ohio State goes to the left, that's Jones, deep cross court and inbounds. Hannah Jones, the transfer from Memphis, makes it 12-6.
This is about the time. You don't want them getting on any sort of runs. We built a pretty good lead here, but don't want to let them back in at all.
It's a whiteout here today.
Is it?
Supposed to be a whiteout here today. Serve into the net by Gauthier. I see a lot of red.
I saw on their website that it was Wear White, but like it wasn't on their Instagram or anything. Like it was like on their schedule page. So
the student section that showed up here this afternoon, they're wearing all white. Here's a right side Tumen push. Simon underneath it, back row. Collier flies in and gets another one as she knocks it to the back row, and Collier makes it 14-6 Wisconsin in the second.
It's a nice serve by Egan. She's putting it like on the 10-foot line on the Ohio State side. Really, really tough ball. They're kind of putting a free ball back on our side. We're able to run our whole offense.
Egan Right hand, sails it to the right back, and that's going to be an ace for Egan off the platform of Gauthier as that went over to the scorer's table.
Yep, and so she subbed in. She's not, I'm guessing, not in the passing pattern a lot, so that's a good move by the coaching staff to put balls on her, to make her pass and make her have to put a good ball up for their setters.
See if Egan can target her again. She'll go there, but stepping in front on serve receive is Hasbrook. Good pass to the middle, and there is the attack by Castle. Good. The assist by Gibson, who's now the setter for the Buckeyes, and it's 15-7.
Yep, and that's a good plan. She obviously is not wanting to pass, but so their bro steps in front of her to take that ball, but that it's a nice little game plan there.
Here's Yoder serving. Simon down to the floor on serve receive. Slide attack by Andrew, kept alive by Ohio State. Push over with the left hand by Jones. Badgers underneath it. Left side, Una Vigic thumps one to the back row. Una connects. Third kill for Vigic, and it's 16-7.
It's a nice play. It's a nice scoop by Simon in the left back. Just running on all cylinders right now. This is a well-oiled machine on our side.
Here's Vigic. Right hand, back row, got the air, tight pass, bumps at it, went over. There's Andrew swinging at it. Ohio State keeps it off the floor. Left side, Jones, Badgers attack, a joust at the net between Horner and the Buckeyes. That's going to be 4 hits between Horner and Carr, and then Ohio State can't clear it back over.
I think how aggressive they are being at the net, the blockers, and not just the middles. Andrew goes up on that one, but Addie going up and attacking, really being aggressive at the net.
Una puts it in play. Here comes Ohio State. Jones left side, over dig and out. Counted for Jones of Ohio State, and it's a 17-8 score. Badgers on top in the second. They lead 1-0.
And that's a good read by Uda. She's playing in the middle back, but she's digging that ball almost in the left back corner, so she's reading it right. Just doesn't get the right angle to get that ball up and playable, but I think the fact that she was there to get that ball is awesome.
Here's Tooman, over 2,600 career assists. Badgers go to Andrews, slaps at it, Hasbrook recovers. Left side, Jones chops it down between Egan and Simon, and it falls.
I like the set from the Ohio State setter. She's pushing the ball from their right back corner. She made it all the way to the antenna. It's an impressive ball. Though we lost the point. That's a great athleticism on their side.
Here's Tooman, leans into that one, into the net. Tried to touch it over. Point Wisconsin after the service error. And Wisconsin up 18-9 in the second set. Badgers blasted the Buckeyes 25-14 in the first.
We got Nat back in to serve. Let's see if we can get on a run under her serve.
Wardlow stepping up to the line, has an ace already this afternoon. Back row, got the air to Tooman. Attack in the middle by Carr. Badgers underneath it, left side. There's Collier. Hasbrook keeps it alive to the right. Ohio State a swing. Dug by Wardlow. Now Collier sends one deep and in. No, just out.
I thought that was in.
I thought that was in. Yeah. Simon on the sideline saying it's in. Yeah, we're going to have a challenge. In real time, I thought it was in.
I thought it was in, too.
That means anything to anyone.
Well, but I mean, so there was a defender in the way of the line judge, so I do think that's a good challenge regardless, because I don't think they had the right sight line. So, yeah, I do think that was...
All right, so we will have the second challenge. You're saying the Badgers, though, kept their first challenge.
I do, yeah. I think because Kelly was challenging the touch, but then they saw that the ball was in, I believe that I don't think they could take the challenge away from us from that. So Kelly was talking to the official right after that. I think that's what he was clarifying.
Haven't seen a replay yet, but...
We need was that Oregon that had the replay right there, or the broadcast? That was amazing.
Oh yeah, I know.
If that could be a standard.
Well, if you can get that done, I would appreciate it.
Oh, okay, I'll work on that.
Okay.
For our sake. Oh, here they go.
Ball was out.
Oh,
okay.
No way.
I guess we're all wrong.
No way.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. I don't believe that.
18-10. So down the Badgers do lose that challenge. And it's an 8-point Wisconsin lead, trying to go up 2-0 on Ohio State, a team that's 3-16 this year. Wisconsin enters the match today 15-4. Here's Stoller, the 5'4" freshman, serving. 3 Badger passers awaiting this one. It goes in the middle back, and it's an ace. That was Waite, whose pass goes down and to the right and to the floor.
And Ohio State, that was their first ace of the game. We can see that on the ace tracker that's right behind their student section. But now they're just trying to string some points together. So
Punched over at Una. Horner runs the slide over to Carter Booth, gets the touch and gets the kill. So there is Booth connecting. Her 3rd kill off 6 attack attempts. Booth 4th in the Big Ten Conference, hitting .390 now after the match on Friday. Here's Horner from the right back. Zips it in, back row. Tuman, high setup, left side, taken off Gauthier into the net. Hitting error from Ohio State, and the Badgers reach the red zone up by 9.
Well, and it's almost as if Ohio State, they're controlling their own destiny right now with, they're putting the ball into the net, so all we're really needing to do is put the ball on their side.
And it's off of the platform of Stoller in the back row, and it's an ace for Addy.
All we need to do is put the ball on their side, and they're making the errors right now. So Badgers putting a lot of pressure on them.
Addison Horner gets the ace. It's 21-11, Wisconsin in the set, and it's a timeout by Ohio State. Badgers lead 1-0 here in this matchup in Columbus, Ohio. And in the second, Wisconsin 21, Ohio State 11 on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
At Smith Roofing and Exteriors, we're proud to be Southern Wisconsin's locally owned and operated roofing experts. We deliver top quality roofing, siding, and gutter services with a true commitment to craftsmanship and customer satisfaction. Licensed, insured, and focused on clear communication, we build exterior solutions made for Wisconsin's toughest weather. Visit SmithRoofingExteriors.com today for your free estimate and experience the difference local expertise makes.
I'm John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. We've been at the heart of many magical moments, from engagements to weddings to sweet 16s. It warms my heart to be a part of these moments for 40 years with people I consider family. With the highest standards and an eye for classic beauty, enjoy a warm boutique setting at Goodman's Jewelers, where integrity shines in every gem. At 220 State Street, Goodman's Jewelers, the Diamond Store, Madison, since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
10-point Wisconsin lead in the second set. John Arias and Jess Williams from the Covelli Center in Columbus, Ohio. And the Badgers lead at 21-11. It is a 3-0 scoring run. Wisconsin hitting .333 in the set. Ohio State at 0. Overall, the Badgers are hitting .417 in this matchup against the Buckeyes.
Yeah, not mad about that. And we're doing a great job.
Horner coming off an ace. Another nasty serve, but it's played to Gunesh on the left side. Pushed back by the Badgers defense. Now an overpass. Wisconsin sends it to Collier. Cross court. Hasbrook waiting for it. Joust at the net. It's won by Carter Booth. 6'7" middle blocker Carter Booth wins the one-on-one, and it's 22-11.
Yeah, there's not many jousts that she's going to lose middle v middle, and she has the advantage on that one. The ball's coming from the Ohio State back row. She just dominates.
Horner pounds it in at Hasbrook. Tuman on the run. Setting it left side, got the air. And it's Vagic with the stop, left side. Collier, little roll shot that just trickles over and down at about the, 1 or 2 foot line.
Seriously. Love that dig by Una. She's stretching out. She's diving for it. She gets that ball up, and Mimi just kind of, trickles over the net. It takes a ton off of that ball, and it just kind of falls between the middle and the left front.
5-0 run now by the Badgers. Horner sails it in, out of system Ohio State. Gauthier sets it over to the right side. Down ball slapped over. Simon tracks it down. Horner to Booth, who blasts off the block, and it's straight down. And the run continues all the way down to set point in the second.
Yep. I love how aggressive Chris is being in the backcourt. She's stepping in front of players to dig balls. And Addie forcing the middle out for Carter there. That was great.
Here is Horner. Back row at Hasbrook. Tooman sets it up right side, and it ricochets down off the defense by Kamia Gibson. And that stops a 6-0 run.
But the damage has been done. One side out. Here we go.
Almost took it all the way to the end of the set. Now 24-12, another set point for the Badgers. Ohio State's libero Hasbrook puts it in play at Simon, sticks the pass to Horner, sets to the right pin, a roll shot by Collier, a touch up front by Gibson. Left side, Gauthier, denied at the net. It's kept alive, however. Tooman shoves over a free ball. Guided up front by Una, middle to Booth, and she'll tip it up and down. Carter Booth ends set number 2 with the kill. 25-12, Wisconsin dominates in the second. 25-14 in the first, 25-12 in the second set, and the Badgers lead here in Columbus 2-0. Coming up at the intermission, Jesse Nelson will take you through a scoreboard update. Then we'll come back with the third set here at the Covelli Center on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Timeout on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30/2025.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
11th ranked Wisconsin up 2-0 on the road over Ohio State at the intermission. I'm Jesse Nelson in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. Mimi Collier with 11 kills, leading all players in the match. Ohio State as a team has just 14 kills through the first 2 sets. Carter Booth with 6 kills, Grace Egan with 4, along with 5 digs, a block, and an ace against her former team. Badgers up 2-0 at the break. Intermission report. 14 teams in the Big Ten in action this afternoon. This is the only match going on right now. Several with a 1 o'clock start, including 10th-ranked Purdue at Michigan and number 1 Nebraska, fresh off their win at the Fieldhouse on Friday night against Wisconsin, hosting Oregon. Iowa's also in Champaign at Illinois. 2 o'clock, Maryland Northwestern. 3 o'clock, top 25 matchup. 24th-ranked Indiana at 19th-ranked Penn State. What do we make of the Nittany Lions this season? Up and down and all around. Washington and UCLA at 4 o'clock rounds out the Big Ten slate today. Final from last night, top 25 matchup, 22nd ranked USC in 5 over 20th ranked Minnesota. Gophers come to Madison on Wednesday night at the Fieldhouse, top 25 matchup. Michigan State also swept Rutgers last night. Big one in the SEC today. Number 3 Kentucky, number 2 Texas. About to get started. You can watch it at noon on ESPN. Badgers scoreboard. Big day yesterday, starting with women's soccer in the postseason. The 5-seed Badgers in the Big Ten tournament advance 3-0. They defeat 4-seed Iowa. Wisconsin will face either the number 1 seed Washington or 9-seed Illinois Thursday at 3 o'clock for the Big Ten tournament semifinals in St. Louis, Missouri is where they're going to play that. Men's hockey, best start since 1981, 4-0. They shut out 18th-ranked Minnesota last night. Badgers 6-0-2 on the season. Women's hockey, number 1 in the country, 7-2 winners yesterday over 3rd-ranked Minnesota. Men's basketball season starts tomorrow night. 24th-ranked Wisconsin hosts Campbell. Women's basketball Wednesday night at 6:30. Wisconsin hosts Oakland at the Kohl Center. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification, 10 for illegal ID on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hi, this is former Badger Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison. Good Karma Brands radio station.
11th ranked Wisconsin up 2-0 on Ohio State. Set number 3 for the Badgers and Buckeyes comes your way next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, service, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Every rally.
Bouncing off the block, Wisconsin gets that rally.
Every block.
Denied at the net by Horner and Andrew. A blocky block.
Every kill.
Back to Grace in the middle, and she'll climb the ladder and thunder one to the back row.
This is Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Presented by Steinhoffels and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
And welcome to the Covelli Center in Columbus, Ohio. Wisconsin, number 11 in the country, taking on the unranked Buckeyes, and it's 2-0 the lead for the Badgers. Ohio State comes in winless so far in Big Ten play. Here's Addie Horner setting it to the left pin. Collier connecting for kill number 12. There is Mimi Collier, the Badgers' leading attacker this season, starting things off in the third. Collier, second in the Big Ten, just under 5.2 kills per set this year. Here's Horner, zipping it in back row with the serve. Gibson sets to the middle, tipped up and over by Castle. Now a free ball back to OSU. To the left side, Gauthier, cross court, Simon recovers left side. An attack by Collier is dug by Hasbrook. Gauthier tries a roll, touched by Booth, and it was pinballed around. Badgers run out of attack attempts. That's 4 hits against Wisconsin.
It's a good rally, just an unfortunate ending right there. So, get it back.
1-1, the Badgers and the Buckeyes in the third set. Wisconsin won the first set by 11. Second set, they won it 25-12. Here comes the serve. It goes to Egan, steered up front. Horner one-hand setup, and just a little tip into the net by Booth. A hitting error from Carter Booth.
Yeah, but I think that ball, Addie goes up to one-hand set it, and it kind of died in her hand. She didn't propel it out to, I don't know, a full set. So Carter didn't have much to do with that. She's high in the air. All she can do is put it into the net. That was unfortunate.
Hasbrook at Egan, tight pass to the middle. There's the tip by Booth. Touched by the Buckeyes. Left side, Gauthier bouncing off the block. Touch of the Badgers, Collier and Booth. Then it drops past the end line. That's a kill for Ohio State. It's 3-1 Buckeyes.
Well, and that pass, a little tight, but that's the advantage of a tall setter. You have Addie Horner able to set that ball instead of it going over the net, but the set is still too tight for Carter to be able to do anything with it, so Ohio State able to transition out.
Hasbrook off the hands of Booth. Horner from the back row setting to Egan, who drives it down the line for the kill.
And that time, Addie's like falling backward and setting to the outside, so that's a great set. Egan able to terminate on that outside attack. That was nice.
Wisconsin trails by 1. 5th kill off 6 attacks for Egan. She's hitting .667, and then Collier goes out of bounds with her serve. 4-2 now, the Buckeyes in the third.
You can tell that's who they're targeting in the passing pattern. Is it Gauthier? Gauthier. They're targeting Gauthier. That ball goes wide. It's a good thought, but need to keep it in.
Tuman with the right hand across. Collier feeds it up front. There's a tip by Booth at the 10-foot line, recovered by Ohio State. Gauthier stopped and covered again by the Buckeyes. Gauthier goes sharp cross court with a tip. Right there is Una, right side. Ooh, and Egan got some hang time on that one, as she'll crunch it off the block for a kill.
Really showing her athleticism there. She's hanging in the air, waiting for that set, and it's just like her arm is like a whip. She just sends it down the sideline. It's a really beautiful play.
Here's Simon, out of bounds. Simon directs that serve long. Ohio State 5, Wisconsin 3, third set. Checking the Steinhafels ace tracker, relax at Steinhafels. 4 aces for Wisconsin. Now that's the 8th service error from the Badgers. Here's Gauthier. Goes to Simon, sticks the pass to Horner. Back row, pipe for Collier, and it's good. 13 kills now for Mimi Collier.
That's a nice play. You've got 3 attackers in the front row. You've got Mimi coming out of the back row. The block has no time to set up. They have no idea where they're going. And the back row not able to defend it.
Here's Egan, floating one at Hasbrook for an ace. Second ace of the match for the former Buckeye, and it's 5-5.
And you see they're targeting, sorry, I can't say her name, Gauthier?
Gauthier.
I'm sorry. They're targeting Gauthier, and they're putting the ball on her. That time the bro steps in front of her to try and pass that ball.
Egan forces an overpass. Andrew with 2 hands shoves it back down to the floor. So there is Egan not getting an ace, but the Badgers get the point off a tough serve. Grace Egan behind the line right now, dealing for Wisconsin. She'll drive that one at Hasbrook. Tooman setting right side, and Jones thumps it to the floor. Hannah Jones, 6'1" junior. About 3.5 kills per set this season for OSU.
And that time, Ohio State able to handle that serve really nicely. They have all 3 options, and that time they're giving our blockers fits.
Here's the Buckeyes. Yoder serving. Simon spins a high one. Right side slide. There's Allie Andrew getting the kill for the Badgers as she goes cross court.
Nice pass from Simon. Great set from Horner. Nice choice going behind to Andrew. Ohio State has nothing to say about that.
Una Vajic steps behind the line for the Badgers. Overpass by Wisconsin. Horner to the left pin as Collier pushing off the block back to the Badgers. Horner will flick it back to the right side, and from the back row, it's Grace Egan leaping into the air and sending one off the defense of Ohio State up front.
That's a nice ball. She's, ready and able to swing out of the back row there, and it's a good option. They have no block up, kind of a last-ditch defensive effort there.
Here's Una sending one to the left back of the Buckeyes. Right side, Jones goes down the line, and that is out of bounds. Hitting error from Jones.
Yep, she tried to go off the block, missed hands completely, and that was a great read from Simon not to go after that ball.
9-6 Wisconsin, third set. Badgers lead 2-0. Vajic serves to the left back, and then a quick attack in the middle is converted by Castle. 6'4" redshirt freshman got up there fast.
They've had some success with that. It's like that in front of the setter slide where she's running along the net and hits a fast attack right in front of the setter. I think that's the 2nd or 3rd time they've tried to do that.
Service error by Ohio State and Kamia Gibson right into the net. Point Badgers, and it's 10-7 Wisconsin. UW hitting .455 so far overall in this match. Ohio State just hanging around under 100 at .076. And Natalie Wardlow, who's had a pretty good day behind the line, serves one to the left back. Gibson tracks it, sets it, left side, popped over by Webker. Badgers underneath it. Back row, Una off the top of the court and down to the back row. Vajic blasts off the top of the nets, and it's 11-7 Wisconsin.
At that time, the ball kind of just bouncing off the top of the tape, missing the blockers, and just kind of falls into no man's land in the middle of the court. It's a lucky play. It's a good play.
Wardlow does have an ace today for Wisconsin. Let's see what comes from this one. Serving from the right back. Ooh, that had some pace behind it, but it's fired long.
Thought we were going to get a Buckeye touch off of that one, but it doesn't look like it.
By the way, the .463 hitting percentage for Wisconsin right now would be a Big Ten best of the season. This one off the top of the net, a pancake save by Egan. Underhand tip by Collier. Stop back to the Badgers. Collier winds up and gets it. Cross court deep and in. That all started with on serve receive. Egan went down low and popped it up with the pancake.
Yeah, the pancake that Carter Booth was able to kind of set up, and Mimi, it was tight ball, but Mimi able to play it and then recycle, and we stayed with it. Like how we stayed with that.
12-8 Wisconsin. Serve back row. Tuman from out of bounds, setting over to the left side for Gauthier, and it's dug by Weigitz. Horner, high bump set, left side. There is a blast down the line from Mimi Collier, and she gets another one. 15 kills now for number 15.
It's great. That's a great read. Ball's coming high, and block is not there, not pressed. She's able to just kind of rip that one down the line.
Horner steps up. Deep serve to the right back. Tight pass Gibson. Finds Castle. Stopped at the net by the Badgers. Now they'll try the left side. That's Gauthier, and it's out of bounds. Hitting error Ohio State, and the Badgers on top 14-6. 14-8 rather. Wisconsin's season high, by the way, team hitting percentage, .488. That was at Georgia Tech. Badgers right now, .471. That's on pace to be their third best if that number holds. A lot of volleyball still to be played here in the third. Wisconsin finds Collier left side, splitting the defense, and it's good for Mimi. Collier's just in another level right now. 16 kills today and immediate timeout. It's all Wisconsin in set number 3. Badgers won the first 2 sets. Now in the third, it's Wisconsin 15, Ohio State 8. Back after this break on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 roster is here, and your Love Madison team is stacked. Setter of the Year, Lauren Carlini, returns to the court, and she's joined by world-class talent from across the globe. The game is growing, the momentum is building, and Madison is right in the heart of it. Don't miss a single moment. 2026 season memberships are on sale now at lovb.com, with the full season schedule coming soon. That's lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
John Arias and Jess Williams with you. It's a 15-8 Badgers lead here in set number 3. Wisconsin hitting .588 in the third set with 11 kills off 17 attack attempts and 1 hitting error. Overall, the Badgers .479 with their hitting percentage. Not bad today for Wisconsin offensively.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, right now hitting almost 600, holding the Buckeyes right now to under 200 for the match, under 100. That's rather impressive.
Here's Horner following the media timeout. Right hand sails it for an ace. It deflects off Webker, who I think was just trying to back out of the way.
Yeah, and I thought that's what was going to happen on Natalie's last serve. It looked like it kind of got caught in traffic of some of the Buckeye players, but that time it hits the player on the way out.
8-point Badgers lead, 5-0 scoring run now for the Badgers. Gibson setting it right side. Tuman gets denied at the net by Booth and Collier.
It's a great ball. Great block. I mean, that's a 2-option pass. They go to their right side. Mimi's there waiting. Carter's there waiting. I mean, that's a 6-4 and 6-7 block right there. It's not going to end well for Ohio State.
Horner, the pace behind that one. Hasbrook down low on serve receive. It's tight to the left side, and it's a tool shot good by Gauthier. She just pushes it off the block.
Yeah, and that time Booth is there. Egan's there. Egan's got her right hand's not dropped all the way. So that's if she could close that and drop it, then that'll be a block on that side.
Stops a 6-0 Badgers run. Hasbrook serving, 9 serving 17 in the third set. Scooped up on serve receive by Simon. Egan takes a shot from the left. Dug by Hasbrook. Gauthier off the top of the Badgers block. Now Egan, big approach, soft tip, and it's saved up front to the back row. Now the bump set up front to the left. Dug by Simon. Booth, a bomb at Hasbrook, and it's good. And there's Carter Booth getting the kill, and it's 18-9.
Mimi Collier to serve for the Badgers.
Booth with her 7th kill off 13 attacks now.
Wisconsin substitution number 10, Madison Quest.
Booth coming off 4 kills and a 200 hitting percentage Friday. Now hitting .462 this afternoon. Here's Collier's serve. It's a nasty one. Ohio State got it pinballed around, and it was popped up at the plane of the net where Carter Booth finished it with 2 hands and a slam. Almost an ace. It's still a point and a timeout by OSU. 10-point Bucky lead in set number 3. Wisconsin trying for the sweep. It's the Badgers 19, the Buckeyes 9 on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
At Smith Roofing and Exteriors, we're proud to be Southern Wisconsin's locally owned and operated roofing experts. We deliver top quality roofing, siding, and gutter services with a true commitment to craftsmanship and customer satisfaction. Licensed, insured, and focused on clear communication, we build exterior solutions made for Wisconsin's toughest weather. Visit SmithRoofingExteriors.com today for your free estimate and experience the difference local expertise makes.
Hello, I'm John Hayes, the owner of Goodman's Jewelers. It's been my pleasure to serve this community from this incredible store for over 4 decades. We stand upon high standards and classic traditions, pillars like honesty and integrity. Stop into Goodman's Jewelers, the longest-standing full-service jewelry store in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Ten-point lead for the Wisconsin Badgers. Set number 3, John Arias and Jess Williams with you. Wisconsin 19, Ohio State 9, as the Badgers are looking to move to 9-3 in Big Ten play and 16-4 overall. And in doing so would hand the Buckeyes their 12th loss in the Big Ten. Following the Buckeyes timeout, here's Collier. Right hand at Gauthier, pass to the right. Set goes back to Gauthier, blast high off the hands, it's gonna work. So the pass wasn't the best, but Gauthier converts offensively. And now it's a 19-10, 9-point Wisconsin lead. So for Gauthier, she now has 4 kills, 17 attack attempts. That's the most of any Buckeye this afternoon. The 17 attempts. She came into today hitting just .032. I'll give you the numbers in total attempts here in just a moment. Here is the serve over at Collier. Horner sets it left side by Geach. Yes. Off of Hasbrook, Una makes it 20-10, and the Badgers reach the red zone. Back to Gauthier.
In for the Badgers, number 19.
Total attempts this season ranks 6th. She's got the most attempts of anybody on the court for Ohio State this afternoon. Tooman sets the middle, and that's Carr, good. Middle blocker Carr with the right hand off the Badgers defense, but Wisconsin's up big, up by 9.
Well, and their setter really forcing the middle on that ball. That wasn't the best pass, but she catches our block off guard, and that's a nice play by them.
20-11 Wisconsin. Gauthier out. Service error, 21-11, and the Badgers need 4 points to put away the Buckeyes today. You know, one thing I was going to say, student section wearing white, we talked about the kind of wear white recommendation today.
Yeah.
The fans also got white towels, and what's kind of, it says "the" on it, but what's cool about it isn't that. It's that they have like LED lights around the outside of the
really
towel.
Cool.
I've never really seen that before.
Yeah,
So-
and between 2 and 3, the lights went dark and they had the towels going, so that was cool.
Yeah, as I say, they turn down the lights, make a little show out of it. Served by Van Wee, but Ohio State is able to get it on the right side and drop it down for a kill, 21-12. So Morgan Van Wee got into the match here to serve for the Badgers.
Love that. Love when the Badgers can all get a chance to shine.
21-12, Wisconsin. Simon serve receive to Horner at the 10-foot line. A tip up and over by Una. Ohio State picks it up, and Castle's able to power tip it straight down to the court.
That was a good-looking tip by Una. The Ohio State defense able to handle that, puts the ball tight, so their middle does a one-hand set up, and then, the right side, so the middle is able to tip it down. There's another service there.
Serve goes out of bounds from Ohio State, so the Badgers creeping toward that 25-point mark here in set number 3. On the verge of a sweep of the Buckeyes, it's 22-13. This one has not been close today. Wisconsin hitting .481, while Ohio State is hitting .100. .481 would rank 3rd best in a match this season. Here's Miley Chan serving out of bounds. So Chan comes in and sends one just deep. 22-14. Here's Gibson. Serving at Una. Tight pass, Horner. Tight set. Pushed over by Ohio State. Badgers keep it alive. A running roll shot there by Colliers, dug by Hasbrook. Now from the right side, that's Tooman into the Badgers block. Back over to OSU. Tooman down the line. Simon with an overdig. Big swing by the Buckeyes. Simon pops it up. Now the Badgers find Collier off the block, but Hasbrook has the dig. Left side, big takeoff. Webker stopped at the net by the Badgers defense. Sarah Panoska in on that one for Wisconsin.
Love that. Love when they are able to come in and make an immediate impact. Tozier closing that block and really sealing the deal there.
Now Carter Booth comes back into the match for Wisconsin. Badgers middle blocker, 8 kills, second best on the team today, Carter.
And we almost had 7 players on the court there, so glad we caught that.
That would have been bad.
That would have been bad.
6, 7, whatever, you know. Just kidding. Here's Natalie Wardlow. On the right side, short serve, drops down for an ace. Dropped right in front of Webker.
Love that.
Second ace today, and it's match point in Columbus.
She's calling timeout.
10-point Wisconsin lead. Ohio State takes a timeout. Match point for the Badgers now. Wisconsin won the first 25-14, won the second 25-12, and are up 24-14. Speaking of 7 players, that didn't happen too long ago in college volleyball. Northwestern at Nebraska.
That did happen.
Yeah.
That they realized midway through the rally that there were 7 players. So the player served and then realized that she was not supposed to be the server, or I don't know what. They pulled her off the court.
She just kind of walked off the court.
She just walked off the court.
Happening.
Yes, that did happen.
And what I find interesting about that is the officials didn't notice, right? I mean,
no.
That's kind of strange.
So Nebraska ended up winning the rally, but had Northwestern won that rally, they would have called, because it was like wrong server. Like the bro was supposed to serve and the middle served, but the bro was still on the court. And I don't know. It was
wild times. Well, that luckily did not happen here.
That did not happen, no.
24-14. Ohio State back out onto the court now. Here comes Wisconsin. Badgers hitting percentage now at .468, FYI. Still 3rd best this season. And here's Wardlow behind the line. Steinhoffel's ace tracker relaxes Steinhoffel. 7 aces from Wisconsin today. And here comes Wardlow. She's got a couple of them already. Match point for the Badgers. Sails it over back row. Ohio State flings it to the right side.
Good ball, Nat.
Castle with the swing. Dug by Wardlow. Swing by Collier. Near the end line, it's picked up. Left side, Webker. Block touch, Wisconsin. Pushed back over by Castle. Wisconsin. Transition time for Vajegic. Nope, Dug. Tooman tries to set her up. No, backed up by Castle, who bumps it over. Horner set her up. Nope, popped up. And then it's Tooman again. Pinball by the Badgers. Collier tracks it and tips it over. Ohio State with it. Big rally on match point. Swing, Webker. Rattles off the block, but it's Dug. Here's Collier. Left side sends it to the back row. Gauthier has the dig, but it goes down at midcourt. And that's how we're going to end it in 3 this afternoon. Wisconsin bounces back from a loss on Friday to sweep the Buckeyes in Columbus. 25-14. The third set score as the Badgers dominate. 25-14, 25-12, 25-14. Wisconsin, a winner in 3 sets here today. Well, coming up on the post-match show, we'll run through these final numbers for you. We'll hear from head coach Kelly Sheffield. Jesse Nelson will have your top 3 plays and more on the post-match show. Brunch with the Badgers, and Wisconsin wins it. We'll take a break and come back with the post-match show next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Timeout on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30/2025.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your holiday or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
This is the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Vajegic drops it to the back left corner for an ace.
Presented by Steinhoffels.
That's more like it. 11th ranked Wisconsin makes quick work of the Ohio State Buckeyes this afternoon in Columbus. 25-14 set 1, 25-12 set 2, 25-14 set 3. The Badgers improved to 16-4 on the season, 9-3 in Big Ten Conference play. Far and away, Wisconsin's best hitting day in Big Ten play this year, hitting .458 as a team. That's their 3rd best hitting percentage this season. Have to go back to that streak where they had 4 consecutive matches in non-conference play where they hit above .450 to find the last time they had a day this good. Wisconsin wins it in 3. Post-match show underway. I'm Jesse Nelson in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. Coming up next, we go back to Columbus. John Arias wraps things up, including head coach Kelly Sheffield stopping by. Don't go anywhere. Post-match show underway on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Northwestern Mutual of Southern Wisconsin.
Wisconsin crushes the Ohio State Buckeyes 25-14, 25-12, and 25-14 this afternoon. And the Badgers put up some pretty big numbers in doing so. Wisconsin wins that first set big. They hit 467. Mimi Collier had 8 kills. 3 kills from Allie Andrew. In the second set, the Badgers used a 6-0 run to take a 12-4 lead and won it by 13 points. Also had a 6-0 run to get to set point. Hit 417 and had 4 aces in the second set. And then in this final set, the Badgers hit 483 while Ohio State hits a $152. And Wisconsin completes the sweep of OSU this afternoon. We'll run through some of those team numbers a little bit more in just a little bit. But now joined by Wisconsin head coach Kelly Sheffield to talk about this. And, you talked about how you told the team that, you can't put in that minimum amount of effort because that doesn't work well to have consistency. And how'd you see them put in the effort here today? Pretty big hitting percentage, pretty big finish over the Buckeyes.
Yeah, we set the tone defensively. That's what I just told him. Emotionally, it's a tough turnaround. What we just did. It was a late night match on Friday, and they were at the field house 8:00 yesterday morning for our flight here, and and emotionally kind of get reset and go. That's easier said than done, right? And every coach is going to be talking about hey, you got to leave that in your rearview mirror. You got to bring the juice. You got to be ready to play and all those types of things. Everybody is saying it, but not everybody executes that, right? And I thought we brought great energy to this match. There wasn't great energy when we were here for our serve and pass yesterday. You could just see that they were trying to flush the previous match and kind of try to get their body back in their travel and earlier start today. And I thought our energy that started defensively was right there.
So I want to talk a little bit more on that defense that you saw. Wisconsin limits Ohio State to an .078 hitting percentage. That's the 4th team to hit under 100 in Big Ten play. Against Wisconsin. What was it about the defense that you thought set the tone?
Our backcourt was flying around without hesitation, and it starts with that. I think sometimes when you're overthinking, you can start hesitating. You're not, or you're bouncing around and you're not in a balanced position. And I just, we're trying to establish new habits for some of us in the backcourt, and when it's under stress, sometimes we can get a little bit jumpy and moving around and not trusting our eyes. And I thought we were settled and reading the game and then pursuing aggressively. I mean, some of those we had some. We just made some really great effort plays today.
Mm-hmm. The middle, Carter Booth, 8 kills, hits 500, had a couple of blocks, and you're, second most kills on the team today, able to get her involved.
Yeah, I mean, it was an emphasis to get her going. Not just her. We wanted to get our middles. They hit for a pretty high percentage. It was really efficient for everybody. I thought Addie did a really good job. Her range of setting, we're still trying to expand that, and I think she, getting her feet to the ball, not relying on somebody else to take the second ball when it gets to, when it's way outside the pocket. I thought she had a lot of range. She had more range to her middles that she was willing to set today. And so just just good. Grace Egan didn't have a lot of attempts, but boy, that's a pretty effective. It's usually when you're getting 7 kills, you're not looking at 9 attempts
right.
to get those 7, right?
Yeah, 667 for Egan, and then serving. How'd you see the serving today? I know a number of aces as well, but 7 aces as a team. How'd you see the serving?
The best thing we saw was that second to last point when Wardlow put the drop serve in.
Okay.
And that's something that she's been working on. If she can add that drop serve to her deep driving serve, that is going to be just really, really tough to handle. And they had their pattern back really far on her, And so she goes back here and puts that drop serve, which is, I think, the first one that she's utilized in a match. She's been working on it in practice, and that just jelly-legged them. I mean, it was a great ball. So that I thought Horner was back here applying some service pressure as well. I thought her serving was good.
Real quick about that drop serve, is that difficult for a player to incorporate sometimes, or why to debut it at this point? Why did it take so long, I guess maybe is the question.
Well, learning takes time, John.
Yeah. You talked about how you guys didn't really see her serve because at club they didn't have a big approach behind the end line to actually get her into matches to serve. I guess I'm trying to ask just why the drop serve, why does it take that kind of time?
It's she's trying to, not just her, but when you're back here serving, you're trying to have repeatable habits, right? And so that's usually the first thing that you're working on is repeatable habits. If you can only, so typically we're working, especially with our bigger players, of being able to drive, with pace. Because most of the time when they get to college, very few of them have any pace on the ball. So you're trying to get them to have some pace and to drive it. And then once you start getting that, then, good hand contact, then you start working some different planes. And that's just kind of where she's at in her progression. If we can, if she can add that drop serve to her deep, and she misses a little bit, but man, you could, when it gets on a person, it's really difficult for them to handle her serve, especially when she's confident, and which she's getting more and more because she just, more opportunities.
The 3 matches in 6 days continues Wednesday against Minnesota. Kelly, thanks for the time.
Thanks a lot, John.
There you go. That's head coach Kelly Sheffield. Wisconsin a winner in 3 over the Ohio State Buckeyes. A break and a look at the team numbers next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
The host might be irrelevant, but the conversations aren't.
Jordan Love was not the MVP candidate he was through the first 2 weeks yesterday.
Mr. Irrelevant with Alex Strofe.
I think he's a good quarterback. I think he has the potential to be a top 5 quarterback. But when you make decisions like he did yesterday on that interception throw, that's what prevents you from going from good to great.
Live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also available on the ESPN Wisconsin app and wherever you get your podcasts.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
In Columbus, Ohio, John Arias with you as the post-match show continues. Wisconsin a winner in 3 sets over Ohio State. Let's take a look at the team numbers where the Badgers end up with a .458 attack percentage. That's the 3rd best in any match this season for Wisconsin. 44 kills, 6 hitting errors today off 83 swings. It's funny, as a broadcaster, I look at that and I go, oh my gosh, they hit for .458. That's the 3rd best this season. And I asked Kelly what he liked, and he said the defense, which was also great because Ohio State hit under 100, 078, 23 kills, 16 errors off 90 swings. So that is the 4th Wisconsin opponent to hit under 100 in Big Ten play. It is the 5th, 6th, 7th opponent overall this season to hit under 100. So the Badgers end up with a .458 percentage, which by the way, is the highest in any Big Ten match this season, 3rd best overall this year. Meanwhile, assists, 40 of them for Wisconsin, 23 for Ohio State. Diggs, 41-28, a big advantage. Kelly Sheffield, if you missed it, really liked the backcourt defense from Wisconsin. And then it was the Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin block. 4 blocks for the Badgers as a team, just 1 block from Ohio State. Steinhaffel's ace tracker, 7 aces from Wisconsin. 10 errors behind the line for the Badgers. 1 ace from Ohio State with 7 service errors. 25-14 in the first, 25-12 in the second, and 25-14 in the third. The Badgers are a winner over Ohio State, and with that victory, Ohio State drops to now 3-17 overall, and they are now 0-12 in the conference. Wisconsin, with the victory, now 9-3 in the Big Ten, and 16-4 overall record through 20 matches here in 2025. We'll take a break, come back, and look at the individual numbers next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Matt LePay for Steinhafels. Steinhafels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhafels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhafels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhafels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 roster is here, and your Love Madison team is stacked. Setter of the Year, Lauren Carlini, returns to the court, and she's joined by world-class talent from across the globe. The game is growing, the momentum is building, and Madison is right in the heart of it. Don't miss a single moment. 2026 season memberships are on sale now at lovb.com, with the full season schedule coming soon. That's lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30/2025.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Wisconsin wins in 3 sets, and the Badgers improve to 9-3 in the Big Ten after a sweep of the Ohio State Buckeyes, who are now 0-7 against the top 25 this season, and the Badgers have now won 6 straight in their series against Ohio State. Let's take a look at the individual numbers. First, for the home team Buckeyes, who did not have a single player reach double figures in kills, Hannah Jones led the attack with 7 kills off 16 swings, a .312 hitting percentage, a dig, and an assist. Gauthier had 4 kills, 17 attack attempts, tied for the team high there. Had 3 hitting errors, hits .059 with a couple of digs. Middle blocker Kaya Castle had 4 kills off 17 attack attempts and a .176 hitting percentage. Webker hits minus .071, 3 kills, 4 errors, and 2 digs. Carr the middle, 2 kills, 2 errors, 0 and 0 blocks. Gunesh had 2 kills, 2 errors, 0 hitting percentage with 3 digs. Gibson came into set, had 2 assists. Hasbrook, the libero, had 12 digs and 3 assists. Tuman, 16 assists at the setter position, 7 attempts without a kill with 2 errors. And that's pretty much the numbers for Ohio State. Wisconsin had just 1 player in double figures, and it was, guess who, Mimi Collier, who has gone for double figures 19 times now this season. All but one match did she have 10 or more kills for the Badgers. 17 kills and a .441 hitting percentage, 4 digs and 1 ace and 1 block for Collier. Carter Booth had a pretty strong match for the Badgers offensively with 8 kills off 14 attack attempts and a .500 hitting percentage, 4 digs and 2 blocks. Grace Egan had 7 kills and a .667 attack percentage, 9 swings. Kelly Sheffield pointed that out here during the post-match interview just a few moments ago. Not very often you get 9 attempts, it's 7 kills, and the .667 hitting percentage is her best this season. 2 assists, 2 aces, 8 digs from Grace Egan. All around, great effort. Una Vajagic, 5 kills, 9 swings, .444 with 7 digs. Alicia Andrew, the Badgers' other middle blocker, 12 attempts, 5 kills, hits .333, did not pick up a block. Addie Horner had 34 assists, 2 aces, 4 digs, and 2 kills. The Badgers' setter picks up the win. Kristen Simon, 10 digs and 3 assists. The Badgers' libero. Morgan Van Wee got in to serve. Madison Quest got into the match. Natalie Wardlow had 2 aces and 2 digs. And if you missed Coach Sheffield talking about that drop serve from Wardlow, she got that in toward the end, and with her serve that really drives passers, she now can add that to her repertoire. And we'll see if she continues to do so. Jada Cernelia got in to serve. Anaya Warren had a couple of digs for the Badgers. Miley Chan played, as did Tosha Serafinoska, who recorded a block for Wisconsin. So big effort today by a number of different Badgers as Wisconsin takes it in 3 sets. One more break and come back and wrap things up from Columbus next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Badgers a winner here on this Sunday afternoon, a 3-set sweep of Ohio State. So what's next for the Badgers? They're back home on Wednesday night to get a top 25 team. First of 2 against the top 25. It's the Minnesota Gophers. Badgers and Gophers go at it on Wednesday night. You can hear it on the ESPN Wisconsin app and on ESPN Madison and throughout the state on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. I'd like to thank Jess Williams for her help here this afternoon. I'm John Arias saying goodbye from Columbus, Ohio, where the Badgers win in straight sets over Ohio State. But keep it right here because Jesse Nelson has more of the post-match show coming up next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hold your friends close and your rivals closer on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
The Badgers are like me trying to help my 3rd grader do math. They understand that they need to get good players. They just can't do. They don't know how to get there. They don't know how to get there anymore. The rules have changed. The math has changed. Yeah. And the Badgers can't figure it out. They can't keep up.
Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Weekdays 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesh Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
I'm John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. We've been at the heart of many magical moments, from engagements to weddings to sweet 16s. It warms my heart to be a part of these moments for 40 years with people I consider family. With the highest standards and an eye for classic beauty, enjoy a warm boutique setting at Goodman's Jewelers, where integrity shines in every gem. At 220 State Street, Goodman's Jewelers, the Diamond Store in Madison, since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
This is the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Waite drops it to the back left corner for an ace.
Presented by Steinhoffels.
11th ranked Wisconsin winners in Columbus over the Ohio State Buckeyes in straight sets this afternoon. Post-match show continues on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. I'm Jesse Nelson. Thanks to John and Jess for a great call this afternoon. 11th ranked Wisconsin now 16-4 on the season, 9-3 in Big Ten Conference play. After the loss to Nebraska on Friday night at the Fieldhouse, it looks unlikely that Wisconsin will be able to catch the Cornhuskers for the top spot in the conference, pending something really crazy happening for Nebraska. So the battle is going to be for who finishes second in the Big Ten. Entering play today, Purdue 9-2 in the conference, Indiana 8-3 with Wisconsin, USC winners last night over Minnesota in 5. They're 8-4 with an overall 17-5 record. And remember, the Trojans came and beat Wisconsin in Madison a few weeks ago. So that's one to keep an eye on, not only for the Big Ten standings, but obviously for what that means for NCAA tournament seeding as well. Going to be interesting here with a couple of matches coming up in the next 4 with Purdue and Indiana on the horizon for Wisconsin. If they can get wins there, that would probably solidify a good chance to finish second in the Big Ten this season if Wisconsin takes care of business the rest of the way. You got to make sure you don't have any slip-ups like today. Ohio State winless in Big Ten play, now 0-12. They're just 3-17 on the season, and Wisconsin made quick work of the Buckeyes today. 25-14 in set 1, 25-12 in set 2, and 25-14 in set 3. Wisconsin hits .458 as a team, third highest hitting percentage this season, fifth time the team has hit over .450 in 2025, and by far Wisconsin's best hitting percentage in Big Ten play this year. And the defense, as Kelly Sheffield said when he caught up with John, 0.78 they limit Ohio State's hitting to. So not only did Wisconsin have a great day offensively on the attack, but also defensively limiting Ohio State. That's how you get such a lopsided score like we saw today. 11th ranked Wisconsin prevails. We'll take a deeper dive into some of the numbers. Still to come on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your holiday or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30/2025.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Eleventh-ranked Wisconsin victorious in 3 sets over Ohio State this afternoon, improving to 16-4 on the season, 9-3 in Big Ten Conference play here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Mimi Collier, no surprise, she led the way again today. All players, she led the way with 17 kills, along with 4 digs, a block, and an ace. Mimi Collier, double-digit kills every match except for that one match against Penn State on that Friday night in State College, PA. Besides that, Mimi Collier has been outstanding, continuing her pursuit of a National Player of the Year potential award, at least a finalist for that award. She has been outstanding this year. The transfer from Oregon again today, 17 kills, 4 digs, a block, and an ace. Grace Egan, the transfer from Ohio State, back in Columbus, facing the Buckeyes for the first time, 7 kills, and as Kelly Sheffield pointed out in his conversation post-match with John, she had those 7 kills in 9 attempts, a .667 hitting percentage, best this season by far for Grace Egan. Outstanding day, just a great all-around player. 7 kills, 8 digs, 2 assists, 2 aces, and a block. She does a little bit of all of it. Grace Egan, outstanding day back in Columbus. Those 2 aces, I'm sure, felt good. And it moves her to the top of the ace tracker this year, which is brought to you by Steinhoffels. Relax. It's Steinhoffels. 7 aces today for Wisconsin to just 1 for Ohio State. Grace Egan with 2, now atop the leaderboard with 16 aces this season. Natalie Wardlow added 2 more today. She's now in 2nd place on the list with 15. Una Vajagic had been on top of that ace tracker pretty much all season long. She's now tied for 3rd on the team with Mimi Collier, who added 1 ace today, and Addie Horner, who had 2 in Columbus this afternoon, now up to 13 on the season. So that's Grace Egan with 16, Natalie Wardlow with 15, Collier and Vajagic with 14, Addie Horner with 13. That's a check of your Steinhoffels ace tracker. Relax. It's Steinhoffels. Still to come, we'll take a look at what else is going on the Big Ten volleyball scene. Big weekend in Badgers athletics. We'll tell you more about what's transpired in the last 24 hours and what's still to come in the next couple of days. And, of course, we'll get to our top plays of the match. Don't go anywhere. The Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Pro Volleyball is back in Madison. The 2026 roster is here, and your Love Madison team is stacked. Setter of the Year, Lauren Carlini, returns to the court, and she's joined by world-class talent from across the globe. The game is growing, the momentum is building, and Madison is right in the heart of it. Don't miss a single moment. 2026 season memberships are on sale now at lovb.com, with the full season schedule coming soon. That's lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league.
They say punters are people too, especially on KBN.
Packer fans should be thankful that they have a 3rd quarterback in a row that can win you games, put up MVP-like numbers, because that's exactly what Jordan Love is doing, and be able to have a team where you are in the number 1 seed of the NFC already.
Kyle, Brust, and Nordman. Presented by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL. Weekdays from 2 till 4 on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
At Smith Roofing and Exteriors, we're proud to be Southern Wisconsin's locally owned and operated roofing experts. We deliver top-quality roofing, siding, and gutter services with a true commitment to craftsmanship and customer satisfaction. Licensed, insured, and focused on clear communication, we build exterior solutions made for Wisconsin's toughest weather. Visit SmithRoofingExteriors.com today for your free estimate and experience the difference local expertise makes.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Love Madison.
'Cause day and night. 11th ranked Wisconsin wins at Ohio State in 3 sets. Not really close today. 25-14, 25-12, 25-14. Again, the Badgers now 16-4 this season. Ohio State, 3-17, 0-12. In Big Ten Conference play, the only remaining unbeaten team in the Big Ten. I'm Jesse Nelson in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. A reminder that coming up on Wednesday night, that's our next match, and it's Yes Chef Night as Wisconsin hosts Minnesota at the Fieldhouse. The first 4,500 fans receive their very own chef hat celebrating head coach Kelly Sheffield. Yes Chef Night, Wednesday night, November 5th. Wisconsin hosts Minnesota. Should be a top 25 matchup, and of course, the rivalry between Wisconsin and Minnesota always draws a great crowd. Wednesday night at the Fieldhouse. You can listen to it if you're not able to make it over to downtown Madison on campus right here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification, 10 for a legal ID on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
This is former Wisconsin linebacker Chris Orr. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a good Karma Brands radio station on Wisconsin.
Post-match show continues. I'm Jesse Nelson in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. Let's get a quick check of the scoreboard around the Big Ten. 14 of the 18 Big Ten teams in action today, with a couple of matches last night. Every team in action over the last 24 hours. Still, this is the only match that has concluded or even started today. Wisconsin winning in 3 at Ohio State. Top 25 matchup coming up at 3 o'clock this afternoon. 24th ranked Indiana at 19th ranked Penn State. It's one to keep an eye on. Wisconsin gets the Hoosiers coming up here next Sunday. 10th ranked Purdue at Michigan. Number 1 Nebraska hosts Oregon. Iowa at Illinois, all those starting in just a matter of moments. Maryland's at Northwestern at 2 o'clock, and 4 o'clock this afternoon, Washington at UCLA. 22nd ranked USC. I said keep an eye on the Trojans. They win in 5 last night over 20th ranked Minnesota. The Gophers are the Badgers' next opponents. Wednesday night, Yes Chef Night at the Fieldhouse here in Madison. Michigan State sweeps Rutgers last night as well. Rutgers beat Ohio State on Friday night before the Badgers took care of the Buckeyes here this afternoon. Check out the rest of the Wisconsin athletics scoreboard. Big weekend for hockey and volleyball in particular. Women's hockey, number 1 Wisconsin bounces back. They dropped their first game of the year to Minnesota on Friday night, but the Badgers defeat the 3rd-ranked Gophers 7-2 at LeBron Arena yesterday afternoon. Wisconsin splits the series with rival Minnesota. Men's hockey, best start since 1981. How about head coach Mike Hastings and the Badgers? Now, they are 6-0-2 after sweeping 18th ranked Minnesota. Wisconsin's 14th ranked in the country, and you expect they might have a chance to crack the top 10 next week after the performance this week against the Gophers at the Kohl Center. In 1981, Wisconsin started 13-0-1. We'll see if the Badgers can keep up the winning ways. Big one next week against Michigan on the road. Women's soccer, Big Ten tournament yesterday. The Badgers, the 5 seed, blanked number 4 seed Iowa 3-0 in West Lafayette, Indiana. That means the Badgers advance to the Big Ten semifinals. They will face either Illinois or Washington. Washington's the 1 seed, Illinois is the 9, and the Big Ten semifinal takes place Thursday at 3 o'clock in St. Louis, Missouri. Kind of a fun venue. Neutral site for the Big Ten women's soccer semifinals and championship. Thursday afternoon, 3 o'clock. It'll be televised on the Big Ten Network. If you want to see the number 5 seed Wisconsin Badgers women's soccer team in action in the Big Ten tournament semifinals, likely against 1 seed Washington, could be 9 seed Illinois as well. Men's and women's basketball seasons officially start Monday and Wednesday, respectively. The men in action tomorrow night. 24th ranked Wisconsin hosts Campbell at the Kohl Center. Wisconsin-Oakland women's basketball season starts Wednesday night, 6:30 tip time at the Kohl Center. To check your scoreboard rundown, coming up next, we'll get to our top plays of the day. Little brunch with the Badgers. 11th ranked Wisconsin victorious in 3 sets over Ohio State. We'll get to it next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Matt LePay for Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has been Wisconsin's furniture and mattress destination for quality, selection, and service. For over 90 years, Steinhoffels has helped Wisconsinites create the homes of their dreams and is 100% employee-owned. Steinhoffels has the largest selection of all the latest styles and all the best mattress brands. You'll find something for every style and every budget. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
What's better than the sound of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball smoking their opponents? That's savoring every win with North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. As a truly American restaurant located right here in Madison, North and South specializes in authentic wood-fired barbecue and freshly prepared seafood. Enjoy any of their 3 locations, Madison, Verona, or DeForest, or serve the winning meal at home or in the office with their takeout and catering options. Explore the full menu at eatnorthandsouth.com. That's eatnorthandsouth.com.
Volleyball fans know value, and at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, we deliver value all over the court every single day. From trucks to trailers, antiques to assets, we can help you buy and sell your items. Plus, it's all online and hassle-free. We're family-owned, reliable, and trusted because our team at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is dedicated to ensuring our customers rally and win big every time. Get off the bench and set yourself up for success. Visit WisconsinSurplus.com to bid, buy, sell today. That's WisconsinSurplus.com.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Eleventh-ranked Wisconsin defeats Ohio State this afternoon on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Badgers 16-4 now on the season, 9-3 in Big Ten Conference play. Depending on what happens for 10th-ranked Purdue this afternoon on the road in Ann Arbor against Michigan, Wisconsin will either be tied for 3rd place or 2nd place in the Big Ten standings heading into next week. Crazy to think we're already into the home stretch now of the season. Here starting the month of November. NCAA tournament positioning now fully top of mind as the season progresses down to the final handful of matches the rest of the way. Post-match show continues. Let's get to our top plays of the day. If you're just joining us, didn't have a chance to catch much of the match today, the Badgers did make quick work of the Buckeyes. How about our top 3 plays of the day?
Number 3.
Carter Booth with a nice bounce back today. Remember, against Nebraska Friday night, she did not have a block. And for the player who leads the team in blocks this season, it was nice to see her get back in that column today.
Left side attack, stopped by the Badgers defense. Carter Booth after that one.
That was in set 2. Carter Booth had 2 blocks today, part of 4 as a team for Wisconsin. Now 171 on the season for the Badgers. Carter Booth with 82. Allie Andrew did not have a block today. She has 79 blocks, brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Block out the cold air fall this fall and winter with Pella. Visit PellaWI.com today. Take advantage of 0% interest for 60 months.
Number 2.
Let's go all the way back to that first set. Mimi Collier had a heck of a day here. Was one of her big kills, helping the Badgers extend the lead early.
Tries the left side. That's Hannah Jones with the poke up and over. Diving dig by Simon. Left side, down the line. It's Mimi Collier. Collier gets another one, and the Badgers are doubling up the Buckeyes by a score of 10-5.
That was a tone setter early on. Mimi Collier in the first set had 8 kills Ohio State in the first set had 7. Mimi Collier by herself, more kills than the Buckeyes had in the entire first set. Wisconsin had 17 as a team in set number 1. That brings us to our top play of the day.
Number 1.
Peekaboo, Addie Horner.
Here's the freshman Stoller. Scooped up, serve, receive, Egan, tight pass, flipped over with the right hand to the left front by Addie Horner. What do you call that one over the right shoulder like that?
Peekaboo?
Peekaboo, yeah.
Peekaboo.
I hope that one catches on for us throughout the course of the rest of this season from Addie Horner, who has done a nice job stepping in at setter. And she, again, another great day today for Addie Horner. A couple of aces for her as well. She's now has up to 13 on the season, 5th on the team with the check of the Steinhoffels Ace Tracker. Relax, it's Steinhoffels. Those are your top 3 plays of the day. 11th ranked Wisconsin wins in Columbus over Ohio State. We'll wrap it up coming up next. Take a look at what's to come for the coming week for the 11th ranked Wisconsin Badgers next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
ESPN Madison is your home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Underneath it, bump set, left side, powers it down. What a rally, and Wisconsin comes out on top.
From early season showdowns to a run for the national title, hear every match this season on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Blocked by Bucky.
Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on ESPN Madison is presented by Steinhoffels and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Also brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
Hello, I'm John Hayes, the owner of Goodman's Jewelers. It's been my pleasure to serve this community from this incredible store for over 4 decades. We stand upon high standards and classic traditions, pillars like honesty and integrity. Stop into Goodman's Jewelers, the longest-standing full-service jewelry store in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, serviced, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
Couple of ranked opponents come to the Fieldhouse this week. 11th ranked Wisconsin will square off against 20th ranked Minnesota and 24th ranked Indiana in the next 2 matches this week. Minnesota Wednesday night, Indiana Sunday afternoon at the Fieldhouse. That's what's still to come here in the next 2 matches. Going to be some big ones for Wisconsin down the stretch. Of course, Minnesota, Indiana, Purdue still looming on the schedule. Actually a second one against Minnesota to round out the season on November 28th. And so that's what we're keeping an eye on for the Badgers. Today's nice. You make quick work of Ohio State, the only team still winless in Big Ten Conference play. But a couple of big top 25 matchups coming up. A big week for the Badgers, including Wednesday night, yes, Chef night at the Fieldhouse as Wisconsin hosts Minnesota. Looking forward to that one. It's the next time we will see you on Wednesday night here on many of these same stations on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. 11th ranked Wisconsin, 25-14 in set 1, 25-12 in set 2, and 25-14 in set 3. They dispatch of the Ohio State Buckeyes this afternoon. For John Audius, Jess Williams in Columbus, executive producer Hunter Vaughn in the Everlight Solar Studio here at ESPN Madison. My name is Jesse Nelson. Thanks so much for joining us for a little Sunday matinee. Wisconsin wins on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball